Welcome back. Sunny afternoon. Chilly late November in Lexington, Virginia. Southern Conference football, the VMI Keydets, the Western Carolina Catamounts. Coin toss is taking place at midfield on Senior Day. Just a few moments ago, 15 seniors who are so important in the rewriting of VMI football history were honored before the game with head coach Scott Wachenheim. Well, Chip, this should be a good one. Both teams like to throw the football. We should see a lot of points on the scoreboard today. Let's take first a look at the season series between the teams, and it's been kind of one-sided. As Western Carolina, you see 22-4 advantage, but the Keydets won the last meeting last March. That ended a 17-game losing skid to the Catamounts. And VMI will try to make that 2 in a row, but Western has won 8 straight here in Lexington.
VMI won the toss of the coin, deferred, and Western Carolina will take the ball first to start this contest.
And let's look at the keys to the game.
Some big keys for both teams. VMI got to start fast, get some points on the board to get it going, and they have to mix the defensive looks. You've got to try and find some way to confuse the fast-paced offense of Western Carolina. For the Catamounts, continued success in Lexington. You just saw the graphic a moment ago about how many wins here, and they just want to keep on keeping on. Plus, keep the air surge going, and that is exactly what they've done. They've won 3 of their last 4 games, so they're starting to feel their way through this offense that Kerwin Bell has put in.
VMI trying to snap a 2-game losing skid after falling at ETSU and Furman last week. Western Carolina, they're going for their 3rd straight road win.
Yeah. They played really well the last 4 weeks. You win 3 out of 4 in the conference, and you start to feel like you're getting it together. And changing the offense has made all the difference in the world for this football team.
So the Catamounts will have it. Regular season finale, VMI trying to go 5-0 at home. That has not happened in a while, and Keydets have already secured back-to-back winning seasons. Jack Culbreth set to kick off for VMI. And we are set to go at Foster Stadium in Lexington. Short end over and kick. Up man will take it at the 24. Now to the 32-yard line. That's Caleb Scott taking the kickoff return. And here's our look at that high-powered passing attack under Kerwin Bell. And it's Rogan Wells who engineers it, the 6'4", 220 graduate who played for Kerwin Bell at Valdosta.
So obviously knows the offense, obviously knows what to do, but Western Carolina's done a great job of finding folks who can make receptions. They get open, they come back to the football, and the backs out of the backfield, whoever they have in that running back spot can catch the football as well.
On the first play, it's Benjamin. And he gets to the second level and takes it out to the 41-yard line for a gain of 9. Second down and short for Western Carolina. And our first pass of the game. Over the middle. Caught at the 40 and a first down taken by Kosinski.
And Wade, there's the other place that Western Carolina will kind of lull you to sleep. The tight end will light up, flexed out a little bit, and they'll just delay him. That was just a little delay in patience there by Wells. Just dumps it off, and a big play there. 2 big starting plays for the Catamounts.
Into VMI territory after the 12-yard gain. First down and 10. Wells has time over the middle and almost threw it away to a Keydet as he was trying to find Kosinski over the middle.
Yeah, Alex Oliver looked like he didn't see the ball when it was released, and he was coming into the area, was not able to find it, and couldn't make the interception. He might could have gotten it if he could have gotten his eyes on the ball.
Now second down and 10 from the Keydet 47-yard line. In motion, Benjamin. He'll get the ball. Catch in midfield, looking for the first down, won't get there. as he's brought down at the 39-yard line by Christian Dunn. Now 3rd down and short for Western Carolina. Going up tempo, snap. Wells over the middle for the first down, and it is tipped. Incomplete. Looked like Christian Dunn, who had that tackle before, got a hand on it.
I think he did, absolutely. Great pressure immediately, and Wells just had to try to dump it a lot quicker than he wanted to. But Catamounts thinking, 4th and just a couple.
Yeah,
keep the offense on and go for it.
Well, they are 53% in 4th down conversions this year. 4th and short from the Kedat 39-yard line. Wells is going to throw, and they have the first down to Calvin Jones, the leading receiver for Western Carolina. Takes it to the 34. That will move the sticks as we take another look.
Well, simple little route here, and they do a little rub route down at the bottom, and so guess who's open? Bingo. Number 3, just throw it out there, and he picks up the first down. Calvin Jones is fun to watch.
Alex Oliver on the stop for VMI. First down and 10, swing pass, right side. It's Benjamin with room down the right boundary, and he'll take it for the first down and more into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 15 of the Keydets. Opening drive for Western Carolina. If you just joined us, 18-yard pickup for the Catamounts.
VMI, a little blitz that time, and Wells did a nice job of reading it and getting it out in the flat, and then big first down play.
It's going to be Benjamin. Gets away from one defender, angles it to the far side, and he'll get it to the 6. Kenny Benjamin, 5'7", 180, graduate.
He's a big help. He's got a lot of yards on the year, running and receiving. He's about 800-900 yards on the year between the two added together.
Ball is on the 6. 2nd and 1. Little shovel pass, and it's a touchdown. Kosinski takes it in. And Western Carolina with the first points on a very impressive first drive.
Extremely impressive, and a lot of different looks that they gave the VMI defense on that play. Here it is again. Like you said, just a little shuttle pass. Just pitched it forward. Kosinski just falling in the end zone for the score.
Richard McCollum on to attempt the extra point. And it is good. McCollum now perfect 30 of 30 in extra points. And so Western Carolina takes a 7-0 lead. Keydets get the ball when we return here in Lexington.
Hey, I can tell you're a fan. Lucky for you, nothing keeps you connected like AT&T 5G.
5G, huh? Is that fast?
Oh yeah, it's fast.
And is it reliable?
Definitely is.
What about secure?
Oh yeah, it's secure.
Love it.
How many of those you got? I don't know. You're very good at whatever this is.
You flatter me.
It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure.
Low iron levels were making me so tired. When I tried Blood Builder by Megafood, I felt a big difference. It's gentle on my stomach, and I don't get the usual side effects. It combines key nutrients with real food. If you're struggling with low energy, you have to try it.
I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid. People say
fresh flavors, classic dishes, and a new seat at the table.
Severson, shot stop. Oh, what a hit. Oh, save. Are you kidding me? He scores! What a goal!
A 9-play, 68-yard drive by Western Carolina. They take a 7-0 lead. Shovel pass to Owen Kutsicki. Gets Western Carolina on the board. 7 passes and 2 rushes on that drive, and Wells was 5 of 7 for 50 yards. Fair catch made by Eller, who has taken over kickoff return duties. Keydets have been banged up everywhere, and especially special teams with Corey Bridey not playing today. And the Keydets also without the services of Jacob Harris, the senior, not able to get out there because of injuries. He's been hobbled of late, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as the day progresses. But right now the Keydets down 7-0, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Seth Morgan threw for over 400 yards last week at Furman. And his first pass. It is caught, but they're going to rule it out of bounds for V.J. Johnson. Just ran out of real estate at the 45-yard line of VMI.
Boy, I'll tell you what, V.J. ran a wonderful route. Pass was on the money. Just got the feet out of bounds. Not quite inside the green.
Now 2nd down and 10 for the Keydets on the opening drive. Western Carolina offsides, free play for Morgan, and that's going to be caught, but also out of bounds by Max Brimijon. So they've worked that sideline in front of VMI's bench. Well, the Keydets are going to get the benefit of a call here, I think.
Looked like the right side of the Western Carolina defense offsides.
Second down.
Our official today is Thomas Graham. First penalty against Western Carolina.
You get that free play wage, you always take a stab at going something pretty long, especially if you feel pretty certain they've jumped off sides. That's what you want to do. Take a stab at it.
Now 2nd down and 5. It's Rashad Raymond. Dragged down 2 yards shy of the first down. 3rd and short for the Keydets, who come into the game on 3rd down at 43%. Quick up to the line of scrimmage, and the handoff to Bridey. Powers ahead, and he gets the first down behind that veteran offensive line, Chip.
Oh, very, very strong number of games for those offensive linemen. I mean, you've got a bunch of folks, a couple of seniors on that offensive line, too, have had great careers here at VMI.
Back to throw. Morgan, he'll throw it away. Pressured on the play. KJ Milner.
Yeah, that play just took a little long to develop. Pretty good coverage by the Western Carolina secondary, but a little long to get it going. Official just explaining that it was not intentional grounding because there was a receiver in the area. Rashad was in the area.
2nd down and 10 from the 36. That is complete. Julio De Silva out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and a gain of 4 for the Keydets. Third down and 6 over the middle, and not able to hold on to it at the 42-yard line. V.J. Johnson. Incomplete pass, 4th down, and Jack Culbreth, one of the top punters in the SoCon this year, averaging just under 45 yards per attempt, along a 58, 9 punts, over 50 yards for Jack Culbreth.
He needs a big one right here. Try to pin Western Carolina back, and VMI defense have to rally this time.
At the 22-yard line, running right to the 30 with room and blockers, 40, 50, all the way down the right sideline. One man to beat, and it is a touchdown. Western Carolina. Daquan Patton, who is wearing the number in honor of his late father, who passed away this summer, takes it all the way back punt return, 78 yards.
Wow, and take a look at the lane and look at all the white jerseys that are escorting him down the sidelines. An outstanding job by Western Carolina setting that up, and just not enough VMI coverage as he got past the first couple of bid, and then it was just Katie bar the door.
Daquan Patton, the son of former Western Carolina and New England Patriot star David Patton, who passed away this summer. And Daquan Patton, his dad would have been proud of that.
Oh, absolutely proud of that. That was an outstanding play.
14-0 Western Carolina with the fast start here at Foster Stadium early first quarter.
That high pressure cooker that I was in really set me up for success.
Sometimes they gotta break you down to build you up.
It teaches you how to be wildly successful.
I benefited from having that grit early.
I'm a VMI alum, and I'm ready to take on anything.
I decided in middle school that I wanted to be a forensic scientist,
an engineer,
a teacher, and probably a coach.
I think I want to start my own business.
This is what I want to do every day for as long as I can.
I just want to try new things.
I want to win, always.
I work best under pressure.
I just want to be on stage.
I haven't decided what yet, but I want to be great at it.
By using brick in a Craftsman design, you've already created a unique exterior thanks to brick's natural textures and edges. When brick is used as the dominant cladding material, like in this home, the appearance is instantly more eye-catching. Since Craftsman exteriors are all about design versatility, mortar can dramatically enhance your home's appearance. Everest Gray Tudor, combined with black mortar, as seen on this home, results in a very bold and unforgettable design. Take your Craftsman design a step further by incorporating features like soldier coursing. If you have questions about our products, we're just a phone call away.
I am.
I am.
I am.
More than UNCG men's basketball.
More than VMI football.
We will.
We will.
Let our voices be heard.
Stand against injustice.
Not be silent.
Together. Together.
We will rise up.
And bring hope. This is not a moment, but a movement.
We are a family. We are a family.
We are SoCon United.
Here's another look at the punt return by Daquan Patton. As you can see, really wasn't touched the whole way. One man could have got him, but then it was just Katie bar the door down the road. All of the blockers in front of him. He gets kind of nudged there near the goal line, but it's 72 yards to pay dirt and a 14-0 lead.
Ball hits at the 10-yard line, picked up by Eller. He'll run to the 20. He finds a seam and churns it out to the 33-yard line for decent field position for the VMI Keydets. Giovanni Riccardi is an injured player for Western Carolina. Out on his back at the 21-yard line. Well, the last time an opposing team returned a punt for a touchdown, it was in the Marshall game in the 2019 season opener.
And we mentioned in the open about coming back from behind a couple of times already this year for home games for VMI, and happened a couple of times. Going to have to do the same medicine today to pick up a victory here against Western Carolina with two very quick strikes. The first play from scrimmage, they showed they were going to throw the football. Went on that first drive that was 9 plays and got the end zone for the first touchdown, then a punt return. And, you know, here we played not a lot of times, hadn't played 4 minutes hardly of the first quarter, and there's 14 on the board.
Yeah, getting off to a good start and not falling behind has been a concern for VMI over this month of November. The Keydets have not had a lead in their 2 prior November games.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that you hate for it to keep snowballing. You got to put a stop to it quickly. Good home crowd, senior day. You want to make sure that you come out and play well, and you just got to get it going right now. Very important drive, I think, for the game coming up right now, Wade. Down by 14, you really need to get points on the board, not go any further than 2 scores down.
VMI head coach Scott Wackenheim said in his midweek press conference, he said, my favorite horse was Secretariat, wire to wire, and I've been trying to impress upon our team how important that is. But Keydets are going to have to play catch-up again, down 14-0. As you see, Western Carolina injured player, Ricciardi.
Almost looks like a cramp the way he's grabbing the back of his hamstring back there. I don't know that it was a hamstring because it looked like when he got up he was walking on it well enough to where it may not have been something more serious. So hopefully it's nothing serious for that young man.
First down and 10, Keydets. They'll start this drive from their 33. Raymond straight ahead across the 35-yard line. Keydets came in averaging 155 yards on the ground. We all remember Rashad Raymond had that big day at Mercer. Second down and 6. Raymond gets the call again to the 42-yard line. Keydets up tempo. 3 receivers bunched to the left side on 3rd and 1. Raymond straight ahead. It's been all Rashad Raymond as he takes catamount defenders to the Western 46. First
really
and
like
10
it when
Keydets.
VMI gets in that trips to one side and runs straight ahead to the other side of the field. I don't know why it always seems to run well. May just be a numbers game, and it may be easier for the offensive line to block that too, Wade.
Keydets can run the football. They had 306 yards in that game against Mercer. Morgan and tried to get it to a receiver who's bottled up by the cornerback. Ronald Kent Jr., the junior quarterback for Western Carolina, did a good job defending not just one receiver, but 2 for Western Carolina.
He did. He had 2 of the Keydets out there cornered, and Seth Morgan trying to find somewhere to throw it to one of them and really just wound up throwing it away.
Bringing up second down and 10 from the 45-yard line of Western Carolina. Catamounts coming with pressure. Picked up, single coverage, and overthrows incomplete. A wide open Michael Jackson inside the 20. You know, that's the first time that Morgan has missed Michael Jackson in that scenario this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They have been connected from the beginning of the season.
Now 3rd down and 10.
Seth would love to have that pass back again.
3 wides to the right, 1 to the left. Morgan, slant, incomplete. 43-yard line intended for V.J. Johnson. So this will be 4th down, and the Keydets, after moving it into Catamount territory, now will have to attempt their second punt.
3 runs with a first down and 3 throws, and got to kick it away.
Daquan Patton, who had that 72-yard punt return for a TD earlier in the quarter, stands at his own 8-yard line. End over end kick. Patton fair catch at the 10. And the Catamounts take over. The 2-touchdown lead, 14-0. 9:22 to play, opening quarter. And here comes Western Carolina. Out onto the field. Rogan Wells. It's always nice when you take over a program as a head coach and you bring your quarterback with you.
Absolutely. And he's a graduate. I mean, so he's already played his 4 years. This is 5.
Already played in a national championship game as well. Straight ahead, look out. T.J. Jones, foot race. Keydets catch him, but after a big game at the 47-yard line, that's going to be a 43-yard pickup just straight up the gut, Chip.
Caught VMI out of place a little bit with it. Great blocking at the point of attack, and then off to the races goes T.J. Jones.
To the 47-yard line of the Keydets. Explosive plays hurt VMI in the loss last week against Furman. We've seen a couple already here in the first quarter. by Western Carolina. Wells pressure. Dumps it out. Incomplete. Had to unleash it for T.J. Jones as the Keydets brought pressure. VMI had 4 sacks last week after coming into the Furman game with only 7 during the year, but they dialed up the pressure against the Paladins.
We talk about a graduate playing quarterback who's played already 4 years, this being in his 5th year. Smart play there. He threw it to the back of Jones' feet. Nobody would have come near catching the football. Throws it away. No intentional grounding. So that's an added feature of somebody who's played a lot of games.
Empty backfield, 5 wides. 2nd and 10. Wells is going to take a shot down the right sideline. Overthrows Calvin Jones. 3rd down and 10 for Western Carolina, leading 14-0.
VMI defense has made some huge plays during a lot of these comeback wins here at home. This is a good time to have one. Interception, something big would be really huge for the turnaround.
Catamounts 40% on 3rd down this year. And they will reset.
With that empty backfield, too, you got to watch Wells. He does have some wheels. He's liable to take off straight ahead as well.
Wells has time. Gets it underneath. Yards after catch. 1st down to the 34-yard line. That's Patton. Keeps the drive alive. Turning it upfield.
Talked about that in the pregame as well, that the receivers know how to get open and know how to turn north and south as soon as they make the reception.
14-yard pickup for the 1st down. Keeping it, it's going to be Wells. Turns it upfield, 30, 25. To the 21-yard line where he's met by Alex Oliver. And the Catamounts on the march.
Wow.
Play action to the end zone. Incomplete.
The Keydets are trying everything defensively. They're bringing pressure in different ways. They're changing the coverage in the secondary, and Western Carolina just has seemed to dial up the right play at the right time early in the football game.
Raphael Williams, the intended receiver. Benjamin in the backfield. 3 wides to the right. 2nd and 10. 23-yard line. Underneath. It's caught by Quillen. To the 17. Gain of 6.
Another one of those wide receivers has not caught as many passes as some of the other guys, but that was his 16th reception of the year, so they do throw it to him. He finds an open spot. Easy pitch and catch.
3rd down, about 4. Wells cutting it right. Benjamin looking for blockers. And it's 1st and goal, Western Carolina. Catamounts are in sync. 12-yard pickup.
I don't know how they're only averaging about 30 points a game the way they're moving the football right now. I mean, these first 2 possessions with the offense with the football has been really impressive.
4 wides. Benjamin to the end zone. Waltz is in. And Western Carolina off to a blistering start here in the 1st quarter. Catamounts lead 20-0 with the extra point coming up.
This was just blocking straight up front. Good open field look. He saw where the field was, went to the opening in the end zone.
Benjamin with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Extra point by McCullum. It is good. And the Catamounts of Western Carolina jump out to a 21-0 lead. Still some time left to play in the 1st quarter here at Foster Stadium.
Prime never believed in double coverage, but health insurance and Aflac is money.
And I know how Coach Prime feels about money.
That is what this jacket needs.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
The Heisman Trophy Ceremony, tonight at 8 on ESPN.
Can the science of the entire universe
fit inside a cubicle crate? The laws of gravity? Check. Hydraulics and propulsion? Definitely. 3, 2, 1! Robots, rockets, and crazy cool chemistry? It's all in there, just waiting for you to put it together, one project at a time. Because the best way to learn the fundamentals of the universe is to make it really fun. Get your first month free at trykiwicode.com.
Some of the senior day festivities that happened before the game. VMI saluting 15 seniors making their final appearance, and look at what they did.
Unbelievable.
You know, Coach Wackenheim called this group the history makers when they signed in the fall of 2018, and they certainly did rewrite VMI football history.
It's really a sensational group of seniors, and what they have done. Wade, you're right. It's spectacular what they've done over their 4 years.
Western Carolina with a 21-0 lead as the Catamounts set to kick off. Eller to the 15. Got to like the way, if you're a VMI fan, the way he goes north-south on the kickoffs. He's straight ahead, almost out to the 30-yard line.
You know, he's a breath of fresh air because a lot of folks don't want to do that anymore. But if you just go straight north and south, good things happen and you get good field position.
And again, Evan Eller is just learning on the job because he started returning kicks last week. Corey Bridey, Max Brevijon usually doing that. Chance Knox also as well. He's out for the season. And that perhaps has been one of the storylines here early going, as the Keydets have been unable to get their offense in sync with several of their receivers out. But there's Rashad Raymond, who has run hard and does so again out to the 41-yard line.
Another first down. Rashad, I think, has done a whale of a job this year when he's had the opportunity to play, to come in and make some really big plays. He's doing a great job right now.
Raymond has tag team with Hunter Rice over the last couple of weeks with the absence of Corey Bridey. Raymond again out to the 43-yard line on the first down carry.
Raymond will definitely be someone to look at for next year. He'll be toting the mail a lot. And as we've said, this team has come from behind all year long, especially at home. So, you know, get a drive here, get in the end zone. But this game is a long way from being history.
Here's the option. Raymond, cross midfield to the first down at the 41 of the Catamounts. A touchdown-saving tackle by the safety, Quentin Talley.
Wow, I love that call because Seth did a great job running an option. You don't see a lot of option with VMI running that, and it caught Western Carolina flat-footed.
Catamounts hold Raymond to just a yard on first down. You talk about the rallies that VMI has had this year, down by 21 points against Sanford late in the first half. They were down couple of 11-point deficits in the second half against Chattanooga to defeat the Mocs on October 9th. Here's Raymond straight ahead, not much.
Well, those two games you're talking about were two of the finest college football games I've ever seen, just those two. I mean, they were outstanding college football games.
Well, the season ticket holders this year at Foster Stadium have certainly seen a lot of exciting games here in Lexington. Keydets have some work to do here, down 21-0. Morgan on third down, taking a shot down the left sideline, and it is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Leroy Thomas. Keydets on the board. 39-yard touchdown pass.
A thing of beauty right there was Seth Morgan. I mean, he was on the money. Leroy Thomas bringing it home. Take a look. Rashad made a great play to make a block on a blitzing linebacker in the end zone. And look at that. Bam, just like that, the VMI offense showed you what they could do in a hurry.
Pretty good coverage by Quentin Talley.
Yeah.
But Thomas comes away with a touchdown reception. Extra point by Jerry Rice is good. And the Keydets with life with 4:37 to go in the first quarter. Western Carolina 21, VMI 7.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it was great coverage by Western Carolina. The safety even came over, but the pass was so pinpoint. And what a reception, bringing it in. My goodness, that you can't draw that up any better. You can't on the chalkboard draw that up any better, make it look any better than that. Take a look at it again. Here's Morgan making the toss. And, I mean, it's perfectly in stride. Perfectly in stride for the touchdown. I don't know how you do that any better.
Leroy Thomas, his third touchdown reception. And for Seth Morgan, his 13th touchdown pass of 2021. That was much needed for VMI.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how important the block was by Rashad on the linebacker. It was blitzing because he had a bead on Seth. He had a sensational block that gave Seth the time to turn it loose.
Well, Rashad Raymond also 5 carries, 33 yards rushing on that possession. 6-play, 70-yard drive for the Keydets. On the board, Seth Morgan to Leroy Thomas, 39 yards.
We told folks don't leave. Stay with us. This team likes to come roaring back at home.
Culbreth. Jones will take it out from 2 yards deep in the end zone. And the Keydets bring him down about the 21-yard line.
Jones brings it out of the end zone, returns it out just past the 21-yard line.
So Western Carolina with a possession and a 21-7 lead.
For your Keydets, number 24, Spencer Rice.
The series for the Keydet defense is optimum right now because you have not been able to stop the Western Carolina offense. Every possession they've had to put points on the board. This time, you've got to make a stop.
Catamounts start the drive at the 22-yard line. VMI plays the run. Not much for T.J. Jones, the junior. Warren Dabney on it before the game. Wears 56. In on that tackle. Call it a loss of 1. Second down and 11. Flag down. False start, Western Carolina.
That helps too.
False start. Offense number 70. 5 yards to the previous spot. Remaining second down.
Momentum is huge, Wade, in a game like this. And if you can turn the momentum like now, Catamounts trying to hang on to it, VMI trying to get it.
Could be a big swing in field position if Western Carolina isn't able to punch it out here. Wells will scramble. Open field tackle by Stone Snyder, the SoCon leader in tackles. One of the best you'll see.
He's outstanding. He makes big plays every week and makes plays that you don't see on a scorecard with how many tackles because he takes up so much room of blockers for the other folks to where they can make a tackle. But Stone Snyder, hats off to you.
Now 3rd and long from the 14-yard line. And then the Keydets offsides and a free snap for Wells, incomplete. And then a hit after that as well. So I don't think this is going to work in VMI's favor.
Well, not positive what they're going to call with the second flag down the field. It's at about the 26-yard line because it almost like Calvin Jones just shoved Alex Oliver.
Well, Calvin Jones and Alex Oliver were
a little chicken fight.
Mixing it up after the incomplete pass on the free snap. And the referees are sorting it out. Thomas Graham.
There are 2 fouls on the play. All sides. Defense number 4. That penalty is declined. Pass interference. Defense number 11. The ball be placed in spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Well, that's the thing about a free snap. You gotta play it to the end. And the Keydets end up getting the
offside.
Flag.
Yeah, and then down to the bottom of the screen, and they were both kind of pushing each other off, but the last push off, the way the official was on this side, it looked like he was pointing toward the receiver, but obviously not in the call.
So the Catamounts get some breathing room. Now 1st down and 10, 26-yard line. Play action. Deep down the right sideline, incomplete. Intended for Raphael Williams. Redshirt freshman.
Boy, Maury with outstanding coverage there. I mean, he was just right on the receiver. There was nowhere for Wells to throw the football.
Now 2nd down and 10 from the Catamount 26. A draw. It's going to be Wells to the 31-yard line and a gain of 5.
Interesting 3rd and just about 5 to go for a first down. The defense VMI looks a lot better, a lot more comfortable right now. And needs a big play on this 3rd down situation. Got to get the ball back to the offense.
Third and 5 for Western. Keydets rushing 4. Kosecki did not hold on to it. Snyder, Castleberry converged to break it up.
Knapp was in the area as well, so they had 3 Keydets converging in a hurry, and that's what you got to do. Good defense that time by the Keydets. First punt of the game for Western Carolina.
And our first look at Brandon Dickerson. Alex Oliver. Fair catch in a crowd, and look out. He holds on to it at the 41-yard line.
Wow.
That was scary.
Yeah.
But the Keydets will get it. 2:11 to go in the first quarter. And VMI down 21-7 late first quarter. It is ring figure weekend here in Lexington. Our congratulations to the class of 2023. Getting their rings, a formal ceremony and dance last night.
Here it is again. Whoa, that was really close. Mercy.
Keydets from their own 41-yard line. Leroy Thomas, a one-handed grab, and then runs it for the first down. A gain of 12.
Two goal
stars. He has injected some life into the Keydet offense.
Wow, 2 goal stars there for the catch and then the run afterward. That was a one-handed job. Whoa.
Catamount 47-yard line on first down. Bremajon his first catch. Max Bremajon healthy gain on first down to the 39 of the Catamounts.
I think that's what Bremajon is best at doing, just setting up in the middle of the field and making himself visible to the quarterback. Here I am, and he's not going to drop it. Just throw it close to him.
Second down and 2. It's going to be Raymond running for the first down once more. Takes the pile to the 27-yard line. Some inspiring running by Rashad Raymond. First down for VMI. It's Morgan again in rhythm. Twombly down the right sideline into the red zone as he is tackled at the 12.
First 2 possessions for Western Carolina, they ran the hurry-up offense, had success. Now look at what VMI is starting to get into that rhythm of the quick-paced offensive attack.
That's a gain of 16. First and 10, Keydets. Morgan. Catch at the 10. Twombly dives into the end zone. Touchdown, VMI. Back-to-back receptions. Twombly from 12 yards out on the catch and run, and here comes VMI right back, 21-13.
Twombly looked like he was part of the gymnastics team there here at the end. I mean, this is a nice little up and over. Look at this. Yeah, yes, sir.
Good photo up there.
Yeah, any of it in the air.
Ivan Hogan's tried to stop Twombly outside the goal line. Second touchdown pass for Seth Morgan. Extra point is good, and just like that, it was a 3-score game. It is a 1-touchdown game now.
We said it might not take long. I had a feeling. I just feel like they're in every game right here at home. I feel like VMI can win any game if they're playing at home this year.
Well, we've watched enough of Scott Wachenheim and offensive coordinator Billy Kosh's sets and schemes and the way they can produce points in a short amount of time.
And
regardless of the situation.
That's what I was going to say. A lot of different people. The situation's different, but a lot of changes, a lot of new faces on the field from the first game of the year.
Certainly Leroy Thomas has made some good catches and has sparked the Keydets.
Absolutely. Twombly's been a big target. He was last week as well. I mean, you've got some folks who stepped up because they've had to step up.
Yeah, Twombly played at wide receiver. He was primarily a tight end early in the year. But the Keydets shorthanded. Jacob Harris not out today, not able to play in his final game. Corey Bridey not available. Keydets shorthanded, missing their big offensive stars, but it's 21-14 now. Here's Jones running left. Got a seam. 30, 35, 40, down the left sideline. Foot race. And all the way, touchdown. Calvin Jones. Flag down on the play upfield at the 15. May bring this one back.
Once again, special teams, punt return. This kick return looks like it's going to come back, but what a great job the Catamounts have done of sealing it so the runner can make a play.
During the return, legal block in the back. Receiving team, number 10, at the distance. First down.
We're almost near the goal line, and look at the shirts again. I mean, there's just nobody there. They've done a great job, Western Carolina, setting that thing up, and then it's just afterburner time. The block in the back, saving grace for the Keydets.
Would have been a 97-yard return, and the second of the day, special teams-wise, for Western Carolina. But this one wiped away by the penalty, and they are going to. We have, I think, an official at the 26-yard line who is injured, and they're taking a look at that. Here's another look. And just a little bit. It doesn't take much to get the attention.
I think it's up there. The number 6, I think, is hit blocking in the back.
Yes, that's where it was.
Yep.
Upfield.
Yep, it's upfield.
At the 15-yard line, away from the play.
Correct. Absolutely away from the play.
So if you're a Western fan, that's got to hurt seeing that, because that did not have an impact on the play.
No, that was Nick Ulrich, who I'm sure he thought he wasn't blocking in the back, because I don't think he expected to have to be pushing off that direction. But boy, it was definitely there, and an outstanding call by the officials. But we saw it.
Side judge Scotty Setzer is having some issues right now. The officials are talking to him and seeing if maybe he's going to continue.
Tell you what, we tease about the officials. It's a tough job, and you have no helmet, no pads, nothing for protection. I mean, nothing.
Looks like he may have pulled something, and he's going to try to give it a go. But that, tell you where he is, what he's got to do. We'll see. I'm sure that Scott Wackenheim offering his assistance, sports medicine staff. But Scotty Setzer is going to stay in there. On first down, Keydets pressure near the goal line, and Wells just avoids a possible safety. Snyder brings him down at the 2-yard line as the Keydets brought heat.
Well, you're seeing it more now, and the Keydets are coming into gaps, really coming into gaps and making plays. Good look at Snyder there. You know, if you were going into a fight, that's who you want on your team right there. You want number 5 on your squad. Take a look at this. A lot of folks, Dabney in there. There's just people everywhere. Hard to make a play.
Stone Snyder, 14 tackles last week. Averages 11 per game. Leads the SoCon, and that's the end of the first quarter. Entertaining Western Carolina 3-touchdown lead, but we go to the second quarter, 21-14 Catamounts.
Fans, at this time, we'd like to recognize our fall sports seniors. From men's soccer, Roden Scholl.
Scoops it up and scores!
Shot from the outside, goal! VMI.
Touchdown, VMI! VMI able to push ahead at the wire. Scores!
In the end zone, it's scored. That's a touchdown.
Keydets will go home a winner.
We don't only raise our crops here, we raise our families here. It's not easy for Ingalls to deal with small farmers. It's easy for them to call one big supplier, give them a PO and say, fill it, but they buy local. You have that special product that only Ingalls can provide.
Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
We knew from day one it would be a brick house. Brick was definitely our #1 decision. So that's when I first found General Shale. It was like a love at first sight brick for sure. I love to give recommendations, see somebody else use my brick just based on a picture or seeing my house like that. To me, that's exciting.
Your Charlottesville connection is Jim Price Auto. Convenience, tons of inventory and options, and incredible pricing. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, we have 3 locations you can choose from, or a start-to-finish online experience for your convenience. It's never been easier with our Get In, Get Out program. So enjoy the process. Find a vehicle you love and do it on your time. We're here to help. Visit us today or shop online at jimpriceauto.com, where price sells cars.
We start the second quarter, Western Carolina 21, VMI 14. A 3rd and 14 situation coming up. Last regular season game here at Foster Stadium. Ring figure weekend, senior day. And all the SoCon action underway right now. Wofford in North Carolina. Other games today. Mercer at ETSU. That's for all the marbles.
Yeah, it is.
Down at Johnson City, Furman at Sanford, and the Citadel at Chattanooga. We'll talk about those games at halftime.
Yes, we will. It's been an entertaining season. And you know what's really been amazing, Wade, is the football that's been played this fall after you had a spring football campaign. Really great football this fall all through the conference.
And it has. There are the other games today. And the title implications in Johnson City, Mercer at ETSU. The winner gets the conference championship and the automatic qualifier. Let's talk as to how many teams the SoCon will get beyond the AQ, and the VMI has been in the conversation, but, you know, in all seriousness, VMI is going to have to really put together an impressive win today to stay in there to win those style points. And not that it couldn't happen here, but after a slow start, we've seen the Keydets come rallying back, and they've done so again.
They have indeed. They have indeed. 3rd down and 14 here. Need to stop the brakes on it and get the ball back and get in the end zone.
3rd down and 14. Wells from the end zone. Over the middle. Caught. And a first down grab. Raphael Williams.
Pass complete near the 17-yard line.
They're going to spot it, I think, short.
Yeah, they did.
I thought for certain he had enough. But look at this. It's going to be 4th and inches. It was not enough for the first down. And so Western Carolina calling a snap now. The flag is down.
Motion. Gotta be.
Wells getting the quick snap and somebody getting a quick jump.
You know, that's the only problem when you're playing that deep quarterback situation in this quick offense.
Before the snap, snap infraction. Offense number 79, 5 yards. Remains 4th down.
But that will bring the punt unit onto the field.
Yeah, so you're not used to having somebody under the center, so they call it a snap infraction. The center obviously was moving the football, trying to get it set, and then bam, lineman jumps, and you get a 5-yard penalty. You don't get the first down, and now you're in deeper territory, punting it away.
Well, VMI back-to-back stops now.
Keydet's doing a nice job with the defensive front, defensive set, bringing linebackers, X-stunt, and moving some folks around just to make it a little more difficult for the Western Carolina offensive line to figure out where they're coming from, and it's caused Wells some problems. Nobody likes pressure.
McCollum will try to blast it away from the 1-yard line, high end over end kick. Fair catch in Western territory at the 46-yard line. Oliver brings it in, and the Keydets great field position as they start their first possession of the second quarter. Down 21-14 after trailing 21-0 early in the game.
It was a tale of the first quarter, swapping all the way, 21-0, and now 21-14, 14 straight points. See if the Keydets can match with the 21 number that Western Carolina put up in that first quarter.
They'll start at the Catamount 45-yard line. The keeper running left. Oh, and a big hit on Seth Morgan. Wow, he ran right into 24. Quentin Talley. Big hit as we take another look.
Let's take a look at this, because I'm not so sure the officials didn't miss a taunting call here after it was over. There was a lot of jabberish after that.
Gain of 7. Hard-earned 7 yards. Raymond had a burst up the middle, and then Western Carolina corrals him just outside the 30. Gain of 8.
The reason I bring it up is that has happened a lot of times this year when the defensive back or defensive line makes a play like that. If they get over you at all, a lot of times they're called on a flag.
First down throw, left side Twombly, his third catch. Takes a hit from Kenton out of bounds at the 26-yard line of Western Carolina. Morgan again to throw. Got a man, Twombly, and he fell down. Nobody around him at the 16-yard line, but did make the catch. And that's another first down for the Keydets.
Well, Twombly's becoming a big target today, and it seems like the Catamounts have not been keeping an eye on him at all, because easily, if he could have kept his feet there, he could have gone a lot further.
In the red zone now, VMI first down and 10 from the Catamount 16-yard line. They'll go empty backfield, 3 wides left, 2 to the right. That's Thomas in motion. He'll get the lateral to the 20. Leroy Thomas, junior out of Roanoke, to the 11-yard line, gain of 5.
Great play on first down. That's what you want to keep doing, is get those 4 and 5s on first down at the least. That way it's a lot easier for your second and third and maybe a fourth down call if you've got to make one.
Keydets flood the right side with 3 receivers. Over there is Mike Jackson, Bremajon as well. Raymond. It's been a workhorse today inside the 10. Look at that. Pile goes forward. They can't bring Rashad Raymond down until the 3-yard line.
My goodness. That was the push, as they call it. Shane Strand, one of the big guys, pushing from behind. I mean, that did look like the rugby scrum we tease about every now and then. Just keep pushing.
Raymond lost his shoe, and Hunter Rice is going to come in. That was the only thing that was going to stop Rashad Raymond there and get him out of the game.
Wonder how long he ran with that one of the shoes on, Wade. I didn't see the shoe pop out, but it had to pop out at some point.
Andre Cooper comes in, redshirt freshman receiver. First and goal at the 2. To the right corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Try to get it to Michael Jackson. All over on coverage was Cameron McCutcheon. Incomplete, second down and goal.
Boy, Jackson wanted a flag on that. Let's take a look at it again, see if we can pick it up. Both the players kind of battling for it. Hard to tell with that angle right there, but suck it down regardless.
Rice in the backfield. 3 wideouts all the way to the right side to the boundary. Hunter Rice, straight ahead. Touchdown, VMI. Keydets come back from a 3-touchdown deficit, and now with the extra point coming up, have a chance to tie it. There's a Western Carolina injured player. Hunter Rice from 2 yards out. 21-20 our score. Hunter Rice, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year.
And that was just straight ahead, man oh man, and Hunter gets into the end zone.
Marlon Alexander is the injured player. A look at Rashad Raymond, who did the bulk of the work on that drive.
Then lost his shoe, and he lost his chance to score. There's a lesson there. You can't lose your shoe.
Again, Marlon Alexander, the nose guard, 6 feet, 320, sophomore. Yeah, you talk about injuries and the games that, you're talking about 19 games now. Both programs have faced over a 9-10 month period, and I think we're starting to see the effects of that. Everybody across the league, especially VMI in Western Carolina.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They're going to help up Alexander. But, that was something that was a topic of conversation starting the season. Would we see this kind of rise in injuries? I mean, you're going to have injuries in football. It's a contact sport. But, what would be the effect of so many games over a 9-month period?
And wonder what the effect has been the last 3 or 4 games as opposed to the first 6 games of the year, first 7 games of the year, just to see if there was more injuries sustained this time of the season.
Well, how about this? The Keydets are down 21-0, and they are about to do it again to come back from that. They rally from a 21-0 deficit 2 weeks ago at ETSU to make it a 1-score game. Now the Keydets at the 11:27 mark, second quarter, have a chance to tie it up if Jerry Rice can knock it through. And he does. Jerry Rice now perfect in extra points in 2021. We'll step aside. We got a brand new game, 21-21. Western Carolina VMI from Foster Stadium.
I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid.
Gifts for elves, check. Now just in a dang coupon code.
Hold your reindeer, Santa. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them. Just download it to your computer. It's free. Oh. Capital One Shopping. What's in your wallet?
Low iron levels were making me so tired. When I tried Blood Builder by Megafood, I felt a big difference. It's gentle on my stomach, and I don't get the usual side effects. It combines key nutrients with real food. If you're struggling with low energy, you have to try it.
I need to try it first.
Tossed, buffalo, sauced, hot honey, flipped, boneless, dipped, Arby's, razzled, buffalo, dazzled, hot honey, $5 boneless wings and crinkle fries deal. Arby's, we have the meats.
This time, everybody has a shot. Welcome to a new time. Anyone's time.
Here we go.
Halfway through the NFL's biggest season ever. Take two.
I am the greatest woman of all time.
VMI trailed 21-0 with just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter and came back with a fury of points. Seth Morgan to Leroy Thomas got it started. Another touchdown pass, Morgan to Aiden Trombley. And now Hunter Rice from 2 yards out to tie it up. It's 21-21 as Western Carolina takes over.
Fair catch at the 15-yard line, so not phenomenal field position, and the Keydet defense has kind of come alive, so it'll be interesting to see what happens on this series of downs.
On that drive, Seth Morgan, the VMI quarterback, moved over 2,000 yards passing this season. Last week he moved over 3,000 yards passing for his career with that 415-yard effort against Furman. Wells back to work on first down. Out of the backfield making the catch, that's TJ Jones, almost for the first down.
Out of bounds near the 34-yard line. Short of the line to gain. Brings up second down.
A yard short.
2nd and 1. Straight ahead, TJ Jones making it happen. Gain of 5. Kerwin Bell, his first season as head coach of Western Carolina. What job he has done on offense. Former Florida Gator. Led Valdosta State to the 2018 Division II championships. Back to throw Wells down the left sideline, wide open, and that could have been a long gainer for Western Carolina, but overthrown just slightly to T.J. Jones.
Got a flag down at about the 41-yard line. I'm not sure what that call is.
It's going to be interference, and it may be against Western Carolina. The Kedat defense is indicating that.
Absolutely. We talk about Kerwin Bell, and my goodness, there was a lot of things to talk about with him. Played at Florida 84 to 87, and he's really the guy that was pretty much the
interference. Offense, number 3. 15 yards in the previous spot. Replay first down. Second down.
Big penalty against the Catamounts, but he was really the guy that became the flamethrower, as we would call it. I mean, he threw for 7,500 yards, 56 touchdowns when he was at Florida, played for Charlie Pell and Galen Hall. We were having a good time going back and doing this earlier today about the Kerwin Bell career. I mean, it's unbelievable.
He
played
put up
in the
some
CFL. Yeah,
he put up some monster numbers in the CFL. And again, he was throwing the ball before people thought about running the ball. I mean, you were talking about the early to mid-'80s. You got Herschel Walker and Marcus Dupree and all those guys dominating the college game. Speaking of throwing, there is Jones right back, but they're going to rule it incomplete at the 41. But that, I mean, he was revolutionary.
Yes, those numbers were staggering at that time. 56 touchdown passes.
And you said he was a walk-on.
Yes, he was a walk-on. Was from Florida, walked on at Florida.
That is amazing.
It's unbelievable. Charlie Pell and Galen Hall coaching him, and that's two great names from the past with coaching. And my goodness, what a career! So he knows how to coach football and how to coach offense. That's why this offense is so potent right now. They figured it out.
Bringing the leading passing offense in the SoCon into Lexington today. Second down and long. And I mean long, 30 yards. He'll try to get some of it underneath. And a good open field tackle by Stone Snyder. Out on Benjamin. Only 5 yards.
I know we've called Stone's name 4 or 5, maybe 6 times already today for tackles. He does not usually miss any tackle. I mean, when he gets to you, you're coming down.
This could be a big play here. It's a 3rd and long from the Catamount 29 in what is now a tie game. 10-minute mark of the second quarter. Wells dances it around, buys time. Going to try to run for the first down. He's got it and more. Unbelievable. What a run by Rogan Wells, the graduate student. Second in the SoCon in passing yards, but can run as well. That's a gain of 32.
Well, here it is again, and pressure, and then open. And he just takes off. And we told you in the pregame, he can run it and throw it. You see him running it right there.
That gets the Catamounts out of a hole and into VMI territory as they spot it at the 34-yard line after the run by Benjamin. Now Benjamin, swing pass. Algerique Maury, open field tackle at the 35. Only a gain of about 1.
I got to tell you, Wade, Wells looks like he might have suffered a little bit of an injury when he made the long run, because he's been a little bit gimpy, now not majorly gimpy, but a little bit since he made that long run. I don't know how it'll affect his throwing or if he attempts to run the football again. Something to keep an eye on.
Western Carolina 4 of 7 on 3rd down, facing a 3rd and 5 from the Kedat 34. Wells, Kedats rush 5 over the middle, knocked down, incomplete. Ethan Castleberry playing in his final game at Foster Stadium. 8th pass breakup of the year as he swatted that one away, intended for Calvin Jones.
That's textbook defensive secondary playing that time by Castleberry. My gracious, went over with his left hand, which was the outside hand, and knocked the ball away. What a wonderful play that is by Castleberry.
Well, 4th down, Western Carolina going for it. 4th and 5 from the 34-yard line of VMI. In a tie game. Empty backfield. It's Wells over the middle. Caught, 33. 1st down and more down the left sideline. Terrence Horn, his first catch on a 4th and 5, and Western Carolina converts. They're 53% on 4th down conversions coming in. We talked about Ethan Castleberry there right before breaking up that pass. Running left side, head of steam. Out of bounds, TJ Jones, and Catamounts taking the momentum right back here with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Well, that 3rd and a bundle that Wells made the run really was a fire-up play for Western Carolina.
Wells will runs into Stone Snyder. Doesn't get much.
I don't know if we got that on a replay if they don't do the hurry up again, but I think you can see he did not look like the same Wells that made the long run. It looked like he was just a little bit more hesitant running up in there. I'm not saying he's injured, but I'm saying there could be something that's just a little off. Take a look. Watch here. See, he just kind of slowed in there.
From the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jones ran right into Christian Dunn, got 1. Dunn lost his helmet, will have to come out.
Wow.
3rd and goal from the 2. Western Carolina 21, VMI 21. Catamounts trying to retake the lead midway second quarter. Keydats waiting for TJ Jones, does not get in.
Eric Weaver, I think, on that stop. Looked like him.
Catamounts, 4th and goal from the 1. Straight ahead. And it's a touchdown for Western Carolina. TJ Jones takes it in from 1 yard out after the Keydats make him work for it. And the Catamounts retake the lead, 6:40 remaining second quarter. It's 27-21.
They decided they were going to run straight ahead and get in any way, shape, or form. It took 4 tries to do so.
And the extra point is good by Brandon Dickerson. Jones, his 9th rushing touchdown, puts the Catamounts on top, 28-21 at Foster Stadium as we play through the second quarter on Post.
Hey, I can tell you're a fan. Lucky for you, nothing keeps you connected like AT&T 5G.
5G, huh? Is that fast?
Oh yeah, it's fast.
And is it reliable?
Definitely is.
What about secure?
Oh yeah, it's secure.
Love it.
How many of those you got? I don't know. You're very good at whatever this is.
You flatter me.
It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure.
$5 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind of celery sticks. Crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
This is your living room / yoga shanty / regional office / and this is the basement / panic room. Maybe what your family needs is a vacation home / vacation home. Find yours on the Vrbo app.
I need to try it first.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Friday, December 31st on ESPN.
Engaged, but not sure what to do next? Plan your whole wedding at Zola. Start with venues and vendors near you. We'll find ones that fit your style and budget. Then explore Save the Dates. Enjoy free personalized samples and free change the dates just in case. Add a free matching website to keep guests updated. You can even host virtual events on it for free. Build a registry that lives on your website too. Fill it with gifts, experiences, even cash funds. Start planning from home at Zola.com.
Now the VMI Corps Cadets cold weather gear today at Foster Stadium. It is brisk. Western Carolina, 14-play, 75-yard drive. Retake the lead on a T.J. Jones 1-yard rush. Out to the 10. Eller, another good return to the 34-yard line. So we'll see if VMI can come away with the answer, but Rogan Wells, that 32-yard run on that prior possession on a 3rd and 21, that was the key to that scoring drive for Western Carolina.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I go back to it at the beginning again. We told everyone he could throw it for sure, but he can motor with the feet too. And that was a huge play.
Seth Morgan, VMI offense starting from its own 34. Pitch and catch to Leroy Thomas, and nicely played by Western Carolina on defense by Keaton Andreas.
Keaton's got 3 interceptions on the year. He's a good defensive back.
Andreas Keaton. No gain on the play. Over the middle into a crowd and incomplete.
Morgan's pass incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Tried to get it to Raymond over the middle. A couple of offensive linemen. Jarvis Chandler was in there. And so it is now 3rd down. We'll call it 9. 35-yard line. VMI 4 of 6 in 3rd down tries. 4 wides. Morgan over the middle. Twombly. Another big catch. Western Carolina. 47-yard line. 1st down VMI.
Twombly's frame almost reminds you of Jacob Harris. I mean, very similar. He's going to have to become the new Jacob Harris right now.
His 5th catch. Keydets up tempo, and it's knocked down incomplete, intended for Leroy Thomas. Batted down by Trevor Childers, the linebacker, 6'1", 215 senior. 2nd down and 10. As Keydets trying to pull even again. They were down by 3 scores and then tied it at 21, only to see Western Carolina come back and take a 28-21 lead. 2nd and 10. It is Raymond. Straight ahead to the 40. 8-yard gain.
He runs really hard, and what I like, what he does, Wade, is he tries to keep his balance. He just fell forward as far as he could go on that play.
3rd down and short. Morgan down the right sideline, overthrows his intended receiver, and it is dropped. Almost picked off. Would have been possibly an interception for Andreas Keaton, the freshman, who you mentioned has 3 picks already this year, as we almost saw number 4.
Well, it looked like the receiver wasn't sure if he was supposed to stop or keep going because he kind of slowed up and the pass went ahead in the air. 4th down, Keydets going for it.
From the 40-yard line, they'll reset. VMI 4th down conversions this year, 67%, not bad. Here's Morgan throwing into single coverage, and it's knocked down incomplete as he tried to find Thomas, and a good defensive play made by Ivan Hogans, the senior. And the Keydets turn it over on downs with 5:10 to go. We'll step aside. Western Carolina with a big stop on downs, leading 28-21.
Bender, Bender, take one.
Tonight's matchup, me versus an ugly fender bender. If Ike and Ike got a win, it's going to be a miracle, baby.
Mr. Vitale, it wouldn't be a miracle because Geico gives you a team of experts to help manage your claim.
It's going to be a nail biter.
No, the Geico team is there for you 24/7.
Geico is awesome, baby. Too much?
I think we got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
Download the General Shell My Designs app and build your dream today.
VMI turns it over on downs, and Western Carolina takes over 5:10 to play second quarter. It's a 28-21 Western Carolina lead. Kosenki in motion. So handoff straight ahead, breaking tackles. Good run for Western Carolina's Kenny Benjamin. Gain of 8, second down and 2. Empty backfield now. Wells with time. Can't find anybody. And throws it away.
Smart play there, but Benjamin and Jones both in the running back slot. Both can run the ball. Both can catch the ball. Just as an added element to what they bring to the offense. We've talked about some big third downs already in the first half, and this one is another one of those big third downs, 3rd and 2 for the Catamounts.
From the 48 of Western Carolina. Wells, short throw. Got Jones out of the backfield. That's going to be enough to move it into VMI territory for the first down. Sometimes you just take what the defense gives you.
Exactly. And man coverage on the near side over here. Wells knew that from the beginning, knew that Jones could get open, and he did.
4-minute mark approaching in the first half. Wells on first down. And Algeric Maury knocks it down at the 32-yard line, stepping in front of that pass intended for Williams.
Almost had the interception. Maury's made some good plays in this game already. That was a nice play there. Long throw across the field for Wells. Some good pressure by the Kedat defense. Stops the clock too, which may help VMI before the half ends. And remember, the Keydets get the ball to start the second half.
Wells, nobody at the 45-yard line, overshoots his intended receiver, Talon Jones, the redshirt sophomore.
Alex Oliver, outstanding coverage. Really nowhere for Wells to throw the ball. He threw it the only place he thought that the receiver could catch it, and if not, it was just going to be thrown away, which is what it turned into.
Now 3rd down and 10. Catamounts 4 of 8 on 3rd down. Snapping from the 48 of VMI. Wells under pressure, underthrows, incomplete. 39-yard line, flag down behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a hold against Western Carolina.
I wouldn't imagine take that.
Holding. Offense number 74. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Well, an impressive defensive stop by the VMI Keydats after Catamounts move across the 50-yard line. And here comes Brandon Dickerson in with just under 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 28-21. Keydats trail, and they stand to get the football back now. Lefty Dickerson, endeavoring kick. Oliver, fair catch, 10-yard line. 3:47 remaining, second quarter. VMI trails 28-21, and VMI with the football when we return in the regular season finale for both teams.
Severson, shoots. Oh, what a hit. Oh, are you kidding me? He scores! What a goal!
One word.
I'm one of those kids who has cancer.
One challenge.
300 nights in the hospital.
Probably upwards of 10 surgeries.
2 bone marrow transplants. Chemotherapy, radiation.
They've given me 3 months to live. One hope.
We hope his treatment is working. We just hope.
We need your help with a fight that began one night when one man gave one speech.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Back in Lexington, VMI puts it in play with 3:47 remaining in the second quarter. 28-21, Western Carolina. Rashad Raymond moving close to that 100-yard mark. He's got 95 now after that gain of 2. They spot the ball. We're only a gain of 1, so it's 2nd down and 9. 4 wides for Seth Morgan. Raymond stays in the backfield. Swing pass to Rashad Raymond. Catch at the 14, stays on his feet and lost some yardage in the process.
Morgan's pass complete to Raymond. Another short gain of the play. Out of bounds near the 14.
They'll mark it at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, looked like he was going to get a little more out of that. Catamounts converged quickly.
Look at Rashad Raymond. Third down and 8. Morgan, swing pass. Raymond's got room. 15-20. First down. Kent knocks him out of bounds at the 26-yard line after the gain of 13.
Wow, like that play a lot. You just kind of left Raymond out on the island somewhat to where nobody was watching him. A nice little dump pass and first down.
That dump pass can be a quarterback's best friend.
Absolutely.
Morgan, quick out. Thomas, and a nice play defensively by Ivan Hogans, who fought off his block and only allowed a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, he got away from Max Bremajon to make the tackle and just slid by Max and led to the play. The clock will start to become a real concern here in about 45 seconds or so. You got a full complement of timeouts, but it will become a concern because you got to start using them.
2nd and 9, 27. Hunter Rice straight ahead to the 31-yard line. We'll see if VMI starts using those timeouts.
I think they'll see what they do here. But you got to give yourself enough time to throw the ball down the field and across the middle. You don't want to take away all those timeouts. And the clock is moving quickly.
3rd down and 6 from the Kedat 30. Western Carolina bringing pressure. Morgan steps up. And is it a catch? They do rule it a catch at the 39-yard line. Leroy Thomas. A first down for VMI. Let's take a look at this one again if we get a chance. First down and 10. Morgan over the middle. Twombly at the 43-yard line. That gain on the prior play was 9 yards.
I think he was in bounds too. I think Leroy had his feet in bounds and everything. Timeout taken by VMI and a great toss by Seth. I mean, he hit him right on the stripes.
Timeout with 1:09 remaining. Keydets burned their first of 3 timeouts. Here's a look at that replay.
And there's the throw and there's the catch. Oh yeah, he's got it. Yeah, I think he's definitely got. And you see only one coach on the other side. There's always one guy that's got to be saying, no. But I think he had it, controlled it, stayed in bounds.
How many times have we seen Leroy Thomas do that in his career?
My goodness, I don't know. But plays like that, because that was a big 3rd down. Had to have a first down.
Well, the Catamounts in this game jumped out to a 21-0 lead. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Keydets came storming back, 3 straight touchdowns. Only to see Western Carolina on a T.J. Jones 1-yard run take the lead. VMI trying to make something happen here in the final minute of the first half. Morgan buying time. Now he's going to run. Heads out of bounds. The 49-yard line. They say he stepped out at midfield. Chased out by L.A. Rogers Anderson. That stops the clock with a minute to go.
Good play by Seth of making the tuck and the run and also getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
Just inside Catamount territory. First down and 10. Morgan to throw. We try to jam it into Michael Jackson into double coverage. Timothy Jamison. On the outside linebacker, 6'4", 260 junior. Almost made a play on it.
Yeah, you really got to be careful throwing that pass and into what turned into double coverage, because there's got to be somebody else that you can go to.
Michael Jackson, who had 13 receptions last week, has not caught a pass yet here in his first half. Raymond out to the 47-yard line. You know, Western Carolina had number 11 on offense.
Oh, yeah.
Looked at a lot of film of him this week, and they are really watching him closely here in the first half.
All over him, and they're bringing different corners. Ronald Kent's on him right now, and the clock is moving, like we said here, with 37 seconds.
Third down for Morgan. He's going to go down the field for Thomas, and it's picked off. Safety came across. It's an interception. Ivan Hogans with the pick. And the Keydets come up empty with 26 seconds to go.
You know, he broke open a little earlier than Seth thought him. Leroy broke open, had it down the middle, down the seam, and Seth didn't see him till late. And by that time, the defense had a chance to start heading after it. So he's holding, held it just a little too long. And look, you got 3 folks back there. If he'd have thrown it a little bit earlier, I think he'd have had him. Good play, though, by the Catamount defense. They saw what was going on. Williams gets the interception.
Running away from pressure. And a big hit at the 6-yard line on the ball carrier, Kenny Benjamin. Wow. A missile headed his way. Is that Castleberry?
It was Maury.
Maury. A gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. From his own end zone, incomplete, upfield, intended for Jones.
Well, Western now is in a situation to where the first play they run the ball and get knocked out of bounds, so the clock stops, and then they throw on 2nd down. Now you're with a 3rd down, and VMI can take a timeout if you don't get the 1st down. If you throw an interception, anything can happen if you're going to try to do that now, and you still got a timeout. VMI's got 2 timeouts to do something. So, interesting.
3rd down and 4 from the 7. Bottled up. Benjamin nowhere to go.
Absolutely.
At the 9-yard line.
Yeah, 9 seconds to go. So you put the punt block in, whatever you want to try here, you got a chance to get something out of it. Or a short kick, fair catch, you may have another kick at it.
Now the timeout taken with 9 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Keydets also shorthanded on defense. They're starting. Noel Innocent has been playing a lot for Will Bunton. Bunton not able to play in his final game. And that's a shame because Scott Wackenheim said that Will Bunton was probably the most improved player on the VMI team from last spring to this fall. Became a starter at midseason and really responded.
Well, the secondary has played outstanding most of the year. I mean, if you look across the board with Bunton in there with Castleberry and Oliver and Knapp, I mean, that's a pretty solid group back there that's played a lot of time in that secondary for VMI.
And you see 31, Noel Innocent, playing a lot of cornerback today. Freshman from Colonial Forge, which has sent more than a few players to Lexington through the years when Scott Wackenheim became head coach.
Well, now, you know, bad snap, anything can happen here.
Brandon Dickerson will hit the punt off the side of his foot. Wow. Hits at the 39-yard line. And 3 seconds to go. Keydets have a timeout.
Well, this is interesting.
It is. See what happens here. You get a snap.
You throw it, you get an interference call. If you don't complete it, you get another play, you come in to kick a field goal.
He'll be spotted at the 42-yard line. This is a situation you wish you had Jacob Harris on the field.
Absolutely, there's no question. No question.
Try to get a matchup. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Raymond in the backfield. Could be the final play of this first half. Morgan back to throw. Going to go to the end zone. Up for grabs and picked off by Western Carolina. I think that's Hogan's. Out of the pack, it may have been Cameron McCutcheon.
Yeah, I think that's who it was.
McCutcheon with the interception. That's the way the first half will end. Keydets trail at the break, but rally from a 3-touchdown deficit. But it's Western Carolina with a 28-21 lead at halftime on Senior Day. Foster Stadium in Lexington. We'll go to our halftime show right after these messages. (28-21) Western Carolina as we get set for the second half. Keydets will have the ball. Paxton Robertson with a kickoff. Eller, fair catch, and the Keydets 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Seth Morgan in the first half, 16 of 30 for 158 yards, a couple of touchdowns, but he was picked off twice.
Yeah. One of those ending half, just throwing it up in the air, trying to hope somebody could pull down one out of left field, and it just didn't happen.
Like total offense, a 2 yards difference. That's
Yeah.
amazing. 286, 284. Keydets with 284 total offense in the first half.
One play different.
Raymond still looking for 100 yards and dropped after no gain. Bell, the defensive tackle. Second down and 10. So we just start the second half. Option right, Raymond trying to get to the sideline and the first down marker and drag down at the 31-yard line.
And Marlon Alexander, the nose tackle for Western Carolina, who went out in the first half, came back on the field with a boot on his right foot. So I'm not sure that he's not going to not play in the second half.
Kareem Taylor making that stop.
But a boot on the foot usually doesn't mean he'll be back, and he'll be a loss on that defensive line. It might be an area that VMI can have some success going straight ahead.
Third down and 4. This play is going to be whistled dead.
Jumped off sides with the right tackle for Western Carolina. He was moving across the neutral zone.
False start. Offense, number 15. 5 yards to previous spot.
Second penalty.
Remains third down.
Second penalty on the Keydets. Only flagged one time in the first half, but that just gets you off schedule.
Totally. And it got me off schedule because they pointed toward the defensive lineman, but I guess Leroy had moved earlier.
So that changes things. Now 3rd and 9. Keydets will snap it for the 26, and Morgan to throw. Pressure. And has to unload it. Does, but then it's knocked incomplete at the 32-yard line. Intended for Julio De Silva. Knocked away.
No way, that
Kareem
series
Taylor.
very similar to the first series that VMI had the football in the first half. Almost like got to get the motor cranked back up again.
Culberth. Patton. Splits defenders. And then can't get away at the 36-yard line.
He's slippery. He slides through tacklers.
So Western Carolina, after the stop, will have the football when we return. Catamounts lead 28-21.
Your Charlottesville connection is Jim Price Auto. Convenience, tons of inventory and options, and incredible pricing. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, we have 3 locations you can choose from, or a start-to-finish online experience for your convenience. It's never been easier with our Get In, Get Out program. So enjoy the process, find a vehicle you love, and do it on your time. We're here to help. Visit us today or shop online at jimpriceauto.com, where price sells cars.
I decided in middle school that I wanted to be a forensic scientist,
an engineer,
a teacher, and probably a coach.
I think I want to start my own business.
This is what I want to do every day for as long as I can.
I just want to try new things.
I want to win. Always.
I work best under pressure. I just want to be on stage.
I haven't decided what yet, but I want to be great at it.
That high pressure cooker that I was in really set me up for success.
Sometimes they gotta break you down to build you up.
It teaches you how to be wildly successful.
I benefited from having that grit early.
I'm a VMI alum, and I'm ready to take on anything.
First drive for Western Carolina as they start from the 36-yard line, leading 28-21. Rogan Wells. Handoff straight ahead. Keydets play the run. Again, Stone Snyder, Eric Weaver combining on the stop for the Keydet defense. Rogan Wells in the first half, 13 of 27 for 128 yards and a touchdown pass. Second down and 10. Wells to throw. Trying to dump it out. And a great play on T.J. Jones by Candler Martin, the freshman outside linebacker.
That was an outstanding play. Stone Snyder was just so close to bringing Wells down. That little blitz going on by the Keydets. And Martin was left out there as a man on an island by himself having to make a tackle.
No gain. Now third down and 10 for Western Carolina. Catamounts 4 of 10 on third down in the first half. From the Catamount 36, Wells over the middle, complete 48-yard line. First down, VMI territory. Big catch there by Jones. Calvin Jones, his third reception. And that one's going to cover 19 yards.
Boy, he finds a way to get open, doesn't he, Wade? My goodness, he just gets open.
Well thrown ball by Rogan Wells. Catamounts mixing the run and the pass. That's T.J. Jones.
Stone Snyder again making a stop for the Keydets.
Gain of 1. Second down and 9. 44-yard line of the Keydets. Wells finds a man at the 40. That's Jones to the 35-yard line.
VMI had exploded the linebackers out, and all Jones did was just go out there and find the seam that was wide open, and an easy toss for Wells.
Daniel Hooker, the SID at Western, has a great note here. 17 Western Carolina football players share a combined 7 last names. So when you say Jones,
yes, you got somebody.
There are 3 of them on there. That was Calvin. First down and 10, Catamounts. Pressure. And a rolling catch. They'll count it for Calvin Jones at the 14-yard line.
3 straight receptions.
Rogan Wells finding number 3. Came in as the leading receiver, making it happen on the opening drive for Western Carolina. Catamounts trying to extend their lead to the right corner of the end zone. Tried to find Jones again, this time incomplete. Alzaric Maury. Coverage for the Keydets. VMI sideline.
Got to get the mojo working again. This drive's similar to what Western Carolina did the first time they had the football, moving it down, moving it with different kind of passings, different sets. Now they got trips wide to the far side of the field.
Second down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Catamounts in the red zone. Wells checks over the defense with Benjamin in the backfield. There's Calvin Jones, catch of the 5, lost the football, recovered 2-yard line. Stone Snyder had a fumble recovery last week, has one now to stop the drive as Western Carolina turns it over.
Boy, was that a needed play. Lucas Wells is going to go right across the middle. Pass is complete. That's Raphael who loses it, and there's Stone Snyder to recover it. Nice play by the VMI defense.
That was Josh Knapp who stripped the ball as well. Knapp, the second leading tackler on the VMI defense.
That was like medicine right there, Wade. Now the offense has to do something with it to try to knot this thing up.
The Kedat defense forces the turnover with the Catamounts knocking at the door. Now here's Hunter Rice. Try to get the Kedat offense some breathing room, and does as he rushes it out to the 8-yard line.
That's where Hunter's outstanding. He covers up the ball with both arms and just runs straight ahead and doesn't mind running over folks.
Healthy gain of 7 yards on first down, 2nd and 3 from the 9. Keeper by Morgan. Overthrows a wide open Cooper. Nobody was around him for 15 yards. He had nobody between the 30-yard line and the goal line. That would have been a sure 6.
There's another pass Seth would love to have back again, because you're right, Cooper was absolutely wide open. And I don't think anybody could have chased him down.
Now 3rd down and 3 from the 9. Little plays like that can come back to haunt you.
They do. They really do.
Pressure. Morgan over the middle. It is ruled incomplete. Leroy Thomas almost brought it in upfield around the 25.
Wow.
You think they'll maybe?
I think they're going to
VMI's going to try to have them look at this.
They might
again.
have that, because the line judge behind the play is the one that made the call, and that's sometimes you want to have it looked at again. I'm not sure. Kedat's trying to decide, and they've decided they want it, I think.
Yeah, and they are. We're going to get another look, and maybe we can get another look as well.
Yeah, it was tough because you're looking back into the sun, and it just, like I said, it was a little odd who made the call.
Under further review.
Well, here's one. I don't know if this angle is going to help us or not. But let's see if. Yeah,
it's out.
What happened? It looked like the ground.
Yep, it's out.
That ball hit the ground underneath Leroy Thomas.
Yeah,
So.
went through his hands and hit the ground and fell out. So good call by the line judge on the far side, because the umpire had the best angle you thought looking into it, but obviously he did not see it. So you hate that you missed that one. Whoa, that would have been. Leroy usually brings those in. It was a tough catch to make. Great job by the crew here. That was outstanding video, folks. Here it is again. You see it go right through here at the end and bounce. You see the white of the ball.
Yeah,
and it's out.
End of the ball
hit
the ground.
Yep.
And bounced under Leroy Thomas. So we anticipate this will not be overturned.
I wouldn't think so. They're sure doing a long look at it.
Well, they do have some other angles, but I think that one was pretty convincing.
I do too. I have to agree with you.
10:31 left to play, third quarter. If you just joined us, Western Carolina looked like they were going to run away with it. They had a 21-0 lead with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, and then VMI came right back, 3 touchdowns to tie it at 21, and then Catamounts able to retake the lead on a TJ Jones 1-yard run, 6:40 remaining on the second quarter clock, and that's where it stands now as we are in the third quarter.
Taking a long look at this.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on here.
No, not really sure. Because the one look for us looked pretty obvious. Those on the field seem to think that it's already a decision made.
Well, I tell you, anything can happen, and certainly VMI fans know with video replay last week that anything can happen.
At any time.
And here's the call.
After review, the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass is confirmed.
It is confirmed. I'm not sure they needed to take 4 minutes to do it, but get the call right.
That's what it's there for.
And VMI will have to punt it away. Culbert from the end zone. End over end kick. 43. Tackle made on coverage. Hunter Rice, who can do it all. He's played special teams as well, and we will step aside with Western Carolina taking advantage. Good field position, leading 28-21.
Prime never believed in double coverage, but health insurance and Aflac is money.
And I know how Coach Prime feels about money.
That is what this jacket needs.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Tossed, buffalo, sauced, hot honey, flipped, boneless, dipped, Arby's, razzled, buffalo, dazzled, hot honey, $5 boneless wings and crinkle fries deal. Arby's, we have the meats.
New players, new coaches. It'll be must-see TV.
The College Football Playoffs semifinals, Friday, December 31st on ESPN.
I am the greatest woman of all time.
Well, a little bit of the fall color is still around. It has been absolutely spectacular first part of November here in this western part of Virginia and up and down the North Carolina, South Carolina region. Western Carolina, good field position. Wells is going to run on first down and cannot get away from Dorian Starnes, the freshman defensive lineman from Waco, North Carolina.
Wait, I'm going to go back to what it says in the first half. I don't think Rogan Wells is 100% right now because that did not appear to be what we saw in the first half of that run.
Second down and 10. Over the middle, there's Jones. He's been busy in the second half. Gathers it in at the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Stone Snyder just a tick late of getting to the quarterback. But they are getting closer to him and causing a lot more problems throwing the football. Another huge third down here in the second half. Huge play. Every time you get to a third down, you've got to make some plays.
7th catch for Calvin Jones. Third down and 6, 41-yard line of the Keydets. Williams in motion, sets up on the right side. And it's incomplete. Wells was looking for Williams. And I think Western Carolina is thinking 4 down here, or are they?
I don't Oh, it looks like Wells seems to be going toward the sidelines. They may take a timeout. Nope, they're going to punt it.
Yeah, they'll play field position here. Yeah. Stone Snyder leading the SoCon in tackles per game. Junior again on the Buck Buchanan watch list. Finished third in the voting last year. Averaging 11 tackles per game coming in. Endeavoring kick, Oliver from the 10-yard line. So the VMI defense does its job. 9:06 remaining third quarter.
Stone Snyder's such a good athlete. He might be one of the few that in today's game could still play some both ways.
Well, he played quarterback in high school at Monacan and Richmond, and has that quarterback mentality.
And can run the football too. That's what I mean. I'm not saying he'd be your quarterback, but he could be the running back. He could play quarterback.
He has told offensive coordinator Billy Kosh, he said, hey, you know what? Keep me in mind. If you need a quarterback, things get to a situation where you're looking for an emergency quarterback. I'm your man. Hunter Rice on first down.
I think he could do it. He's
no question
quite a player. Quite a player. And I think it's very appropriate that he is on that Buck Buchanan list.
Second down and 10 after the run by Rice. Trying to get it to Michael Jackson in single coverage, and Kent, the veteran quarterback, breaks that up.
He has played blanket with Jackson today. He's made it very different for Jackson to get open.
Jackson 13 catches last week and 0 today. Yeah. That's a tough assignment, but Ronald Kent is doing it.
He is doing it right now. 3rd and 10, and once again, not the down and situation you want back at your own 10.
Morgan runs out of time and then dumps it out. It's going to be well shy of the first down as Hunter Rice brings it out to the 11. So the defenses have stepped up here in the second half. So we take a look. Seth Morgan was pressured from the edge. That was Darius Bell who almost got to Seth Morgan. 3rd 3 and out for VMI as Jack Culberth has been busy here in the third quarter.
And he needs to hit a big one right now.
High spiral, Patton to the 41-yard line. 7:46 remaining third quarter. It remains Western Carolina 28, VMI 21 here at Foster Stadium.
Hi, my name is Andrew Deal, VMI class of 2012, and the Chief Operating Officer of the VMI Cadet Club. On behalf of the Cadet Club, its Board of Governors, our coaches, and our over 280 scholarship cadet athletes, I want to acknowledge and thank those of you who continue to show your support at a leadership level in the Cadet Club. Your support continues to make an impact.
Tonight's matchup, me versus an ugly fender bender. If I can eke out a win, it's going to be a miracle, baby.
Mr. Vitale, it wouldn't be a miracle because Geico gives you a team of experts to help manage your claim.
It's going to be a nail biter.
No, the Geico team is there for you 24/7.
Geico is awesome, baby. Too much?
I think we got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
These are the student athletes. This is where they battle. These are their homes. This is where they become Rhodes Scholars and academic All-Americans. This is where titles are forever. This is the Southern Conference.
As some of the halftime entertainment, the halftime Dogs Flying Disc Show, entertaining the crowd here at Foster Stadium as we return. Yeah. Not many drops from those guys.
Nope.
And here's a big gator. Calvin Jones, touchdown. On a first down throw from Rogan Wells. Calvin Jones, 59 yards, touchdown, Western Carolina.
Well, Wade, that time the VMI Kedat defense just got caught. Watch the right side of your screen. It's a blitz from the right side. Wells just keeps rolling and then lifts the pass, and there's Jones to take off as a foot race to the end zone. Wells made that play happen. Just having some ability to move in the pocket and move out of the pocket and roll right and make a nice toss.
Extra point is booted through. It is now 35-21. 7.5 minutes remaining third quarter as Western Carolina is starting to break out its lead once again, Chip.
So the chase comes on the second half again. Remember what happens the second half around here. So there's still plenty of time in the game. VMI rallied in the first half to tie it at 21 before Western Carolina added another touchdown right before the half. And so now we're up at 35-21, and now you got to get the offense going again. Field position would help for the Kedat offense if they can get a little better field position. They hadn't had very good field position here in the second half. So we'll see what the Kedat offense can get going. Field position would be huge. Wade, a little better field position and chance to get up the field.
One play, 59-yard drive, 59-yard touchdown pass to Calvin Jones. Rogan Wells, his second touchdown pass of the day. The Keydats back to work. Eller from the 5. Eller out to the 32-yard line where he is met by Caleb Scott. Keydats trying to get to win number 7 on the season. That has not been done since 1977, and also their 5th home win, trying to go 5-0 for the first time since 77. Western Carolina with a 2-score lead, 35-21 is VMI. Offense back out on the field. Morgan back to throw and looking for Twombly. Can't bring it in at midfield. Broken up on the play by Charles Gaddy. Again, VMI today without the services of Jacob Harris, without Corey Brighty. Leroy Thomas has come back and has played well after being hobbled.
Chance Knox.
Chance Knox also out.
Primogen not in a whole lot today. He's made a couple of plays. It's a lot of bodies.
Twombly has been a big target. 6 catches. Raymond has a 100-yard gain, and he'll add a couple more to that, but it'll be 3rd and long for the Keydats.
And at some point, I don't know when, but at some point, you may see the 4th down attempts if you just get a little closer to having a chance to pick them up.
Well, we've seen VMI in this situation before go for it, but right now the Keydats thinking 3rd down and 7 from the 34-yard line. 4 wides. Morgan checking over the defense. Play clock at 7. Snap at 4. Morgan. And the pass dropped as the Keydats try to set up a bubble screen to Leroy Thomas.
And I'm not certain the sun at this time of the year, at this time of the day, is a little bit at that angle. So when you're throwing back and the receivers are looking back at that direction, the ball in the sun is really difficult to make the catch. It's a little easier on this side of the field, and that's kind of always been the case.
Yeah, those who have taken in a few games at Foster Stadium, such as Chip, know that these late autumn games,
yes,
that comes into play with that low sun. Culbreth on to punt again. Patton, 31-yard line. 6:31 remaining third quarter. 35-31 Western Carolina. Catamounts with a 59-yard strike for their last touchdown.
May have to pull the dogs back up again. Need some receivers like those dogs. You can't cover them either way. I don't care what you think you can do. They're impossible to cover.
Illegal motion.
Got a flag.
Kicking team number 21 moving forward towards the line of scrimmage. The 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. First down.
I didn't see the flag until he picked it up, so it was hidden over there.
You know, you can do that in Canada, but not here. Scott Wachenheim, 7th season, FCS National Coach of the Year. Last year, the VMI Keydets 2021 Spring Champions of the SoCon, their first conference championship in 43 years.
I can't tell you what a whale of a job he's done as the head football coach here.
First down and 10, Catamounts. Snapping it from the Western 36-yard line. Play action. Wells over the middle. 49-yard line caught. Mallory dragging down the receiver. Terrence Horn.
It's his second or third catch today. They just keep running different players on the field.
Pressure by VMI, and Wells just kind of dumps it over the middle. A little gain there brought in by Raphael Williams. VMI's defense, they knew they were going to have their hands full. They would really have to mix up their coverages and their looks. When to blitz, when to rush three. A lot of work this week trying to throw Western Carolina off guard. Wells has made, for the most part, good reads, and that time keeps the ball. No gain. Keydets played well. Third and long.
Yeah, he might have lost a half yard or so on that play.
Third down and 10 as the 5-minute mark approaching here in the third quarter. Benjamin sets up in the backfield. Now Western Carolina will reset. Third and 10 from the VMI 46. Down the right sideline. Williams falls. Pass was out of bounds anyway as Ethan Castleberry providing coverage for the Keydets.
Well, good rush by the defensive line, defensive front. Made a nice push into the backfield, and Wells hung onto the football as long as he thought he could, and then he tried to throw a route that the receiver wasn't running, just threw it out because he was not going in that direction. Hoped he could get under it, but he could not. Good play by the VMI defense.
Now Brandon Dickerson will have to punt. Keydets will get it back. Plenty of time left. It's just a 2-score game. Late third quarter. We've seen the Keydets rally from situations more dire than this.
Yes, and score very quickly. And it seems to start coming in bunches once the offense gets a little pacing going with a few first downs, and then lo and behold, you get in the end zone, and it's been a minute and 10 seconds.
But the Keydets, for the most part, have not had good field position here in the second half at all.
No, not at all.
They'll start this drive from their own 14-yard line.
I think that's the third or fourth time this second half that they've been inside the 20-yard line. They've just not started with good field position.
Seth Morgan, the SoCon Freshman of the Year from the spring. Back to work. Rolls right. Morgan going to tuck it under and run. Runs right into a defender, takes a big hit, but gets the first down at the 26-yard line.
Got to do that a lot of times to loosen up this defense and to make them think that you can run the football, because that's an outstanding start on first down. Good yardage. Move the chains.
Empty backfield now as Morgan on first down and 10. Cooper, his first catch.
A little easier on this sidelines, that you could tell that way Cooper able to turn on the ball and bring it in and get out of bounds.
Out to the 32-yard line. Second down and 5. Cooper and Twombly over to the right side, 3 to the left. Western rushes 3, slips it out underneath. Thomas, and the play made by Childers. First down for the Keydets as they move the sticks, trailing 35-21.
And what you can still throw it to the receivers that are on the left side, the top side of the screen as you look at, but they need to be coming in this direction back toward the near side of the field. It's easier to see. If you're trying to throw it at outside where they're turning the other way, that's where the sun is the problem.
Keydets looked like they were going to go empty backfield, but Hunter Rice comes in and will set up just to the right of Morgan on first down and 10. And Rice gets the call. Cuts it right out to the 39.
Getting a little momentum now in the offense, a little more pickup. You can see with the linemen, a little more enthusiasm. Folks moving around a little quicker. It's tempo. Got to get the tempo going.
Morgan downfield for Thomas. Flag at the 30-yard line. This will go against Western Carolina.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Quentin Talley, the safety, called for interference.
And he came up a little lame after the play. You see it again. They're going to see the interference there. His head wasn't turned toward the ball at all. They're going to call that a lot of times. Little reverse action, Wade.
Running right to Silva. To the 38-yard line. That gets a huge chunk of yardage on first down.
Got to like that call, because what does that do? It fires up your sidelines as well.
And the tempo as well. Keydets want to snap it. They're ready to go with 3 receivers to the right side. There you see.
Yep.
It's going to be Rice cutting it back. Finds a seam. First down rush for Hunter Rice.
See how quickly the Keydets get back on the football.
Morgan off the fake. Twombly, nice grab. Inside the 30. He is going to be one to watch in years ahead.
He just really reminds me of Jacob Harris so much, I guess, because he's just tall and lanky and lean. I mean, he just looks like him.
Gain of 6, second down. Keydets snap it from the 28-yard line.
Man coverage at the bottom of the screen, too. Single coverage.
Morgan back to throw. Over the middle. Catch 25-yard line. Tobin to the 10. First and goal, Keydets. John Tobin, his first catch. Jeebers came out of nowhere.
He did come out of nowhere. A little back behind the line of scrimmage. That's all it was, underneath the linebackers. First down.
3 receivers left. setting up the bubble screen, and Thomas hit and dropped. Making the play, and the read was defensive back Ivan Hogan's. We have called his name a lot.
Well, he read that as he's read the couple of interceptions today, too. He read it, and when he sees the bubble being formed, he just shoots the gap and goes after whoever they're trying to throw the bubble screen to. And he's made that play a couple of times.
2 wideouts right, 1 left. Inside the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Keeper by Morgan. He's hit and dropped.
And that was a block miss out on the side over there, Wade.
Kareem Taylor, the graduate linebacker, 4th in the SoCon in tackles.
Just missed a block and a good play.
I think we're going to turn it around here, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Keydats threatening, but down 35-21 in the regular season finale here at Foster Stadium. We'll be back with the fourth quarter from Lexington, Virginia after this.
Prime never believed in double coverage, but health insurance and Aflac is money.
And I know how Coach Prime feels about money.
That is what this jacket needs.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera. Like everyone that worked from home, learned a new hobby, or welcomed a new family member.
They're all the dogs, so...
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including the epic iPhone 13 Pro on us.
This time, everybody has a shot. Welcome to a new time. Anyone's time.
This holiday season, give the gift of Grubhub.
And the science of the entire universe
fit inside a cubicle crate? The laws of gravity? Check. Hydraulics and propulsion? Definitely. 3, 2, 1! Robots, rockets, and crazy cool chemistry? It's all in there, just waiting for you to put it together, one project at a time. Because the best way to learn the fundamentals of the universe is to make it really fun. Get your first month free at trykiwicode.com.
As we start the fourth quarter, VMI on their drive, little help, a little pass interference call earlier, and then a nice pass right here that set up a big first down and put the Keydats inside the 10-yard line. It's now 3rd down and 11 from the 11, back to Wade.
Keydats driving toward Cameron Hall. Morgan over the middle, incomplete. For Twombly, no flag. And this will bring up 4th down. Here comes Jerry Rice. What a year Jerry Rice has had as a Keydat kicker. 16 of 18. perfect on extra points. This will be a short try. 28 yards, just inside the left hash mark. Try to pull the Keydets. And it is up, and it is good. That is 9 straight field goals by Jerry Rice, as he makes it an 11-point game. Western Carolina 35, VMI 24. Keydets have to settle for 3 as we open up the fourth quarter. We'll go ahead and take a timeout right now. 35-24.
Hey, I can tell you're a fan. Lucky for you, nothing keeps you connected like AT&T 5G.
5G, huh? Is that fast?
Oh yeah, it's fast.
And is it reliable?
Definitely is.
What about secure?
Oh yeah, it's secure.
Love it.
How many of those you got? I don't know. You're very good at whatever this is.
You flatter me.
It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure.
I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid.
So, you got your first KiwiCo crate? Green box! Well, kid, welcome to the club. You just joined a group of robot building, rocket launching, mechanical mavericks in the making. KiwiCo crates aren't just amazing STEAM projects. They're full of awesome moments like this, and this, and this. And when things click, well, then everything clicks. Get your first month free at trykiwico.com.
Ring Figure Weekend here in Lexington. Our congratulations to the class of 2023. Getting their rings this weekend. The Ring Figure Dance last night.
Great weekend.
Fair catch, Western Carolina from its own 25-yard line. Well, the Catamounts started out like a machine, taking a 21-0 lead. VMI came right back, 3 touchdowns to tie it. Western Carolina took a 28-21 lead at the break, and it's been, Chip, a little bit more of a stalemate here in the second half. A touchdown by Western Carolina and a field goal by the Keydets.
Exactly. It's slowed down, as you said, kind of the pacing is slowed down. So what happens out of that is now you get to a point in the game where you got to get points on the board, down by 11. The VMI folks, defense got to make some plays. If you're Western Carolina, you're trying to find a way to run clock right now. Somehow, I don't think they'll come out of what their offense is. I don't think they'll change. So now you got to make some plays on defense.
Rogan Wells has thrown for 271 yards as the Catamounts start this drive from their own 10. Throws from the back foot, found a man, 25-yard line. And yards after catch. Out of the backfield, Kenny Benjamin. A gain on the play, and we're going to call it 24 yards. We take another look.
Stone Snyder so close again and just couldn't bring him down, slid past him, but once again it's the back out of the backfield that can make a catch for the Catamounts.
Out to the 34-yard line, play action, swing pass right side. Calvin Jones breaks a tackle. He's got room. Past midfield, down the right sideline with blockers. And out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Well, a swing pass left, swing pass right.
And in great field position now to put points back on the board for the Catamounts. Here it is from the end zone. Just dumped out, missed tackle, just couldn't bring him down, and then it's off to the races. And you know what? These guys do a good job. Calvin Jones, Williams, the backs out of the backfield of making, as you said, Wade, after you get tackle attempts and you break those and then you get yardage down the field.
49 yards on the pickup into the red zone. The fake, and Wells will take a seat at the 30-yard line. Stone Snyder up the middle and the sack.
Keydats have been trying this all day long, blitzing with the linebackers, and Snyder just kind of waited and saw as it opened up, and then he took off, and Wells could not get out of the way. Here it is again. You see he's going to drop back, and Snyder just sees it and says, yep, here I'm coming.
Second sack for the Keydats today.
Need a few more.
Loss of 9. Wells, left corner of the end zone. Overthrows the receiver, Jacoby Quinlan.
I may be wrong, but I've tried to count today. I think they've thrown to 6 different wide receivers today. And then the 2 out of the backfield. That's a lot of folks to throw the football to. 9, I was 1 off.
Now third down and long. Play will not get underway. And a flag is down.
False start. Offense, number 74, 5 yards. Remains third down.
So the Catamounts, after getting into the red zone, they've gone backwards.
They have indeed. I still haven't seen the first movement out of that. Like a lot of folks are moving. But, you know, Randy Atkinson, he's so great back there behind us. I mean, Randy's got all the numbers and everything. I counted 8. Of course, I miscounted Randy. No, it's 9. Okay. I'm not going to argue with him. He's automatic.
Randy's never wrong.
Never wrong. Knew I was close, though.
5 wides on third and long. Underneath, Patton. Hit from behind, ball loose. Picked up by the Keydats. And VMI with another takeaway. Ethan Castleberry off the big hit. Eric Weaver belted Patton as we'll take another look.
I mean, did he get popped? Eric Weaver really caught him from behind, and that ball flew loose, and Castleberry all over. There it is. You can see Castleberry man on the spot, but Eric Weaver gets the assist of making the fumble. My gracious, what a play by the defense.
Turnover at 12:42 is VMI now with the football, trailing 35-24 at its own 29-yard line. Rice dives it out to the 38-yard line. Keydats again up tempo, now starting to look at that clock. Rice this time dragged down for no gain. It will be third down and short. Third and 1. VMI 7 of 16 in third down opportunities.
Catamounts threatened a blitz there to start, and then they backed off. They're backing off a little further with the safeties now.
It's going to be Rice straight ahead. Looks like he's got it. A little pushing and shoving after the whistle. Hunter Rice has been so effective in short yardage situations this year for the Keydets, the freshman from Lord Botetourt. Morgan will throw on first down. And it's picked off at midfield. Ivan Hogan's his second interception. Stops that drive.
That's the second really good play he's made, too, trying to go to Twombly, and he just dives right in front, sees it all the way.
Really jumped that throw.
Yes.
Stepped in front of it. It's a third interception thrown by Seth Morgan. Now, one of those right at the end of the half, but Hogan's has a pair. It's a big turn of events now. 11:24 to go, fourth quarter. 35-24, Western Carolina trying to protect its lead, and they've got the football after the takeaway. Here's Benjamin. You know, it just seems that Western Carolina, and longtime VMI football fans know this, the Catamounts have always played well in Lexington. They've won 8 straight. VMI has not won here since 1991. And regardless of the situation or what record Western Carolina brings to Lexington, and especially late in the year, they play well at Foster Stadium. And they have today as well.
Takeaways, and that took away a lot of VMI momentum right now. So the defense, again, getting called on to make a play.
Wells going deep. Knocked incomplete, but there's a flag. Going to call that on Noel Innocent as the pass was intended to Terrence Horn. VMI fans may want to take another look at this one.
Pass interference. Defense number 31. 15 yards in the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Another look, Chip.
Here it is again. Let's see what we can see out of it. Well, I can't see anything from that angle except that he knocked the ball loose. I'd have to see another angle with that one, or see that again. I didn't see anything. But
and on that play, Ethan Castleberry, the safety for the Keydets, came out. The senior from Sparkman, Alabama. Another look here.
So he catches up. He might have made a touch of contact from behind.
It may have been the right arm.
That's what I'm thinking. Slapping around, and he might have just made the contact. Yep.
From the 30. Wells back to work, rolling right. He's going to throw to the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Western Carolina. 30-yard touchdown pass. Flag thrown for the celebration after the catch. But Western Carolina extends its lead. It's now 41-24. Raphael Williams, the touchdown reception.
It's his 9th reception for a touchdown for the year. It looked like Maury just slipped. It might even fallen down some and just couldn't get back to make the play.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Western Carolina, number 2. That's his first unsportsmanlike conduct. The 15-yard penalty will be administered on the kickoff. Touchdown is good.
Catamount fans who ventured up from Cullowhee liking what they see.
Yeah, Williams had a chance coming into the game to get to 1,000 yards receiving. That tells you the kind of year he's had.
McCullum punches through the extra point. 42-24, Western Carolina. With 10:34 remaining, fourth quarter. Keydets in a hole here in the regular season finale at Foster Stadium.
Prime never believed in double coverage, but health insurance and Aflac is money.
And I know how Coach Brown feels about money.
That is what this jacket needs.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Staring at fate, I'm in the lead and I'm breaking away. She want me now, but I'm making her wait. I'm at the table, 1,000 a plate.
With 5 seconds left for the win. It's gone. It's gone.
Said what I said and I'm standing on top of it. Let's go. Staring at fate. I'm in the lead and I'm breaking away. If you're not working, you taking up space. I'm at the table, 1,000 a plate.
You want a great team? You gotta build it, piece by piece. Start with a few natural-born leaders, old vets who've seen it all, and a few youngsters just getting started. Those with chips on their shoulders and ice in their veins. You find a cast of characters like that, you've got yourself one hell of a team.
Luck of the Irish. Luck of the Irish. Mama's about to get herself a little luck of the Irish.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Wednesdays on FXX. Now streaming FX on Hulu.
Western Carolina just scoring a touchdown. Wells rolls to his right and sees an open, and I do mean open, touchdown to Raphael Williams, and that dance cost 15 yards afterwards. It makes it 42-24 after the PAT.
Eller from the 23. Takes a hit and dropped there at the 38-yard line. Back to work for the VMI offense. Seth Morgan today, 21 of 43, 186 yards, and really had to work for everything. He's had a lot of receivers out there that have not seen much action this year.
It's tough to build the connection during the game.
That is not ideal.
Nope.
Back to throw. Morgan over the middle. And the catch made 38-yard line. No gain on the play. Julio De Silva dragged down by the defender, Andreas Keaton. Seth Morgan now 200 completions this season. Only 3 VMI quarterbacks have had 200 or more completions in a single season. And there is one right there. Number 4, Seth Morgan. Taking a shot for Twombly and couldn't bring it in at the 40-yard line. Tried to turn his body as he was defended by
who else?
Ivan Hogan's.
Good defense. That young man plays very good defense, but Seth had a good idea to try to throw it backside a little bit and let Twombly try to make an athletic play. He almost brought it home. I think I can name one other one.
Yeah, the first guess doesn't count.
Yeah,
Reese Udinsky.
Yeah, of course, that was an easy one there. To think
200
about the
completions for the Keydets. Did that a couple times.
Yeah.
Morgan will keep, takes a hit from behind at the 44-yard line. That's going to set up a 4th down, and the Keydets have got to start thinking 4-down territory here.
Yeah.
9:38 to go, down 42-24. So let's see what they can dial up.
Yeah, and I think if Seth saw the play again, he might should have kept trying to sprint as hard as he could toward the near sidelines. Might could have gotten it.
VMI 0 for 1 on 4th down today. Now 4th and 4 from the 44-yard line. Morgan over the middle. Incomplete. 49-yard line. Intended for Thomas. Thomas, had he brought that in, he had a lot of room to run.
We got another angle of that one, maybe. Incomplete.
So the Keydets turn it over on downs. 9:11 to go, fourth quarter. Catamounts in command, 42-24. If you're wondering who the other VMI quarterback was, 200 or more completions in a single season, Al Cobb. So really the two prior quarterbacks, predecessors to Seth Morgan.
Yep. What does that tell you? Somebody's doing a good job coaching.
Absolutely. Wells breaks free. Down to the 13-yard line. We thought maybe he was hobbled by injury, but he looked pretty effective there, Chip.
Well, that's the first time since that what looked like an injury in the first half. And even when he's run the ball a few times in the second half, but that's the first time it looks like he's feeling a little better. And, it could have been a stinger, could have been a little Charlie Horse-like thing, and he may have run it out, but he did look much better on that run. But that's not what VMI wants to see right now is Wells running the football.
Catamounts came in averaging over 41 points, or scoring 40 or more points over the last 3 wins. They're at 42 now. Here with 8:22 to go as the pass is incomplete. So this is a highly productive offense engineered by Kerwin Bell in his first season. And the other amazing thing about this, and Scott Wackenheim mentioned this, is that Kerwin Bell did not have a spring ball to install his offense, his defense, everything because of the spring season, which makes this even more a remarkable transformation. But it does help when you bring your quarterback from your previous place of employment. Rogan Wells, the graduate, came from Valdosta. So there was some continuity there.
Well, the fact that Wells is a pretty good football player, too. I mean, wasn't like you were bringing somebody who couldn't run the offense. Just took a while to get it situated. But if you look at their body of work over the last 5 games, they're sitting in a position where they could win 4 of their last 5 games.
Timeout taken by the Keydets. I think that was VMI taking the timeout. I'm not sure. Western Carolina. They indicated that Western Carolina took the timeout.
Yeah, I think they did.
All right.
Well, they're working. If you're Western Carolina, they're working really hard to add one more to the board, and then you feel a whole lot better because you don't want to give VMI a chance to score very quickly and score a bunch in a hurry. So that's exactly what I think they're looking at right now. But this team does not look like a team, Western Carolina, that came in here with a 3-4 record. It just does not look like it. 3-7 overall. That just doesn't add up. This team's a pretty good football team.
All right, Western Carolina out of the timeout. 2nd down and 10 from the Keydat 13. Wells rolls right, dumps it out. Caught at the 12-yard line. TJ Jones. Call it a 4-yard game. And clock now under 8 minutes. Western Carolina leads 42-24. Take another look.
Here it is again. Stone Snyder again introducing himself to Mr. Wells.
Keydets won 30-7 in Cullowhee last spring. That snapped a 17-game skid to the Catamounts. Wells rolling left. He wants to throw, but he's going to have to run. Down he goes at the 6.
See, there we go again. That play does not look like what he just did runs a few minutes ago. So and it's hard to tell, but He's made plays that he's needed to make, obviously, all day long, and you have to be impressed with that young man.
Richard McCollum is going to try a field goal. 23 yards from the left hash. McCollum, perfect on the year. 8 for 8. And make that 9 for 9. Catamounts tack on 3. We step aside. 6:33 remaining, fourth quarter. Western Carolina 45, VMI 24. We'll be back to Lexington after this.
Gifts for elves, check. Now just in a dang coupon code.
Hold your reindeer, Santa. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them.
Just download it to your computer. It's free. Oh.
Capital One Shopping. What's in your wallet?
This is an arena for warriors who want a second chance.
If this is where we practice, where on earth do we play?
Only one arena football player has ever made it to the NFL.
I'm with the Rams. We want you to come try out for us.
You're too old to be a rookie, too green to be a pro.
Destiny belongs to the underdogs. You want to prove that? I will not let you down.
American Underdog, rated PG.
Foster Stadium home crowd. They were hoping to see a victory today by the Keydets. Still some time left, but chance to go 5-0 at home, and not looking good as Western Carolina, after the field goal, 23 yards from McCollum, extends the Catamount lead to 45-24. 6.5 minutes to go. Keydets get the ball back. Eller to the 20, Eller to the 30. Evan Eller, 38-yard line. VMI takes over.
I believe the Keydets have found a return man. He does a nice job running it back up the field every time.
Down in Johnson City, Mercer has rallied to take the lead 35-28 with 12 minutes to go in the fourth.
Wow.
A lot of football left in that one.
Yeah.
First and 10, Keydets from the 38. Back to throw Morgan over the middle. There's Twombly. He's been busy. First down catch, but then he fumbles it, and it's picked up by Western Carolina. Cameron McCutcheon had the ball pop right to him, and a shame for Aiden Twombly, who's played well today. That was his 8th catch. As we take another look.
Hit him right in the middle there. He's just had it knocked from behind, and one Catamount dropped it around, and then it bounced, like you said, right in the hands of McCutcheon, and he's just trying to find anywhere to run.
It didn't look like Aiden Twombly really, secured it. It was a catch, but
yeah,
just never really got it into running position.
No. And had it popped out from behind.
So the Catamounts take over. 6:13 remaining fourth quarter. 45-24. Wells setting up the screen pass and overshoots his intended target. T.J. Jones, incomplete. Well, looking at VMI, still a remarkable season for the Keydets, coming off a championship season in the spring and securing another winning season. VMI was in the championship conversation as recently as a week ago.
Exactly.
Into November, the second week. So, it proved a lot of doubters about, VMI winning the title last spring, everything that went on, but I think the Keydets more than answered those doubters that this is a legitimate football team that can play championship level. Here's Wells, brings it out to the 47-yard line. And again, to the seniors who were honored today, the history makers who just transformed what VMI football is all about the last 3 years.
It's really been remarkable to watch everything take place. And this group of seniors deserves a lot of praise as well as a lot of thanks for what they've done, because they have set a standard now that is going to be, it's going to be tough for the new group to come in, but boy, does it set you up to where you want a good group, and they'll come in and know what they have to do to try to one up this group.
Third down and long. Back to throw. Wells rolling right. Tucks it under. And runs it to the 35, where he's met by Ethan Castleberry, playing in his final game. Can't say enough about some of those Keydet defensive players. Warren Dabney at nose tackle, and Ethan Castleberry, who really played so many different positions on defense. They moved him around. And
he played everywhere, didn't he? But there are a lot of players coming back. You're going to miss a lot of these seniors, but boy, there's a good core to build with.
Starting with Stone Snyder.
Absolutely.
Who leads the SoCon in tackles and probably will for the second straight year. First down for Western Carolina. Now looking to run out the clock. Jones to the 31-yard line. Catamounts coming in with 3 straight wins over the Citadel, Wofford, and Furman. That win over the Citadel got them going. That was their first taste of victory on the 23rd. A road win, and came back, beat Wofford on the road, and nothing like road wins to get your confidence going.
No, and actually played East Tennessee State pretty well last week before East Tennessee State just kind of put the pedal to the metal and pulled away.
2nd and 6, back to throw. Wells going to run again. Tripped up. Dabney got him in the open field. Actually, that was Dixon, Charles Dixon, who got to him, not Dabney. Western Carolina looking like they're going to get that 3rd straight road win.
Yeah, it looks that way. And they started throwing the ball a little bit. Now they've gotten to where they're letting the clock run down, all the way down before they snap the football and running the ball a lot too.
And the Catamounts with that winning streak in Lexington. 3 minutes away from going to 9 straight victories in Lexington. Wells will throw. Kosenki catch, 21-yard line.
And touchdown earlier in the game. Good tight end who flexes out and does a nice job catching the ball. But once again, that's just a safe throw. That's not if it's incomplete, it's not going to hurt anybody. You're not going to get near anybody.
Kosenki was a 3rd-team AP All-America in 2018, and he's played under different offenses, but has been valuable no matter what the system is. Not a featured part of the Western Carolina offense this year, but still a contributor.
Absolutely, and does a lot of the little things that you don't see during the game. He makes a big block here or just makes a good play. On
first down, Wells is going to throw underneath. Breaking tackles. Here's another guy who's had a great day, Calvin Jones. That is his 10th catch. Close to 200 yards receiving and with a touchdown.
It's a great stat there. Scored 41-plus points in the last 3 wins. What does that tell you? They're finding out how to put it all together offensively. It'll be a little different without Rogan Wells at quarterback next year.
Pressure by the Keydets. Wells has to unload it, and it's incomplete. Josh Knapp in on coverage. Wide receiver Kenny Benjamin out of the backfield. 1:28 to go. Catamounts with 45 points today. Looking for more. Second down and 10. Or rather, second and goal, rather.
Yep.
It's just inside the 10. Wells is going to run to the 8.
You know who the happiest crew is when you get the ball inside the 10? The chain gang. They just lay the chain down. They like that. Clock running down to a minute or so to go. Third and goal from the 7.
Final minute of regulation. We'll reverse. Patton's going to try to throw it and will run it. And out of bounds he goes at the 3.
Looked like he was trying to throw it back to Wells. Trying to get Wells a touchdown is what it appears to me. As they run him a couple of times, and then that was a reverse pass, and it looked like they were trying to throw it to him.
34 seconds left, and that should do it, right?
Well, it went out of bounds, so they'll stop the clock.
That's right. They do have to get one more snap off, but
and depending on what they want to do with that, it's 4th down.
Well, they're going to load up the gun and give it a try here. Wells to the 5, Patton to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Carolina. 30 seconds left. Catamounts convert on their last drive. Now over 50 points, 51. As they pour it on here in the 4th quarter. Another look.
Here it is, just a little inside bubble screen is just all it is. They just clear it out, go back to the inside, and has a touchdown pass.
Second time Patton has found the end zone. He had that punt return earlier in the game. Extra point is good. 52-24. Western Carolina putting the finishing touches on this road win in Lexington.
I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm getting paid, yeah, I'm getting paid.
I love wheels. Colorful wheels, glossy wheels, two-piece wheels, blackout wheels, luxe wheels, exotic wheels, gold wheels, bronze wheels, flashy wheels, steering wheels. This wheel, this wheel, this wheel, big wheels, bigger wheels, mini wheels, massive wheels.
No matter what wheel I'm feeling, eBay Motors has the right parts at the right prices.
Let's ride.
Ideas are nothing until we make them real. Honda, the power of dreams.
Feel stuck and need a loan?
I jump up on the stage and do my money dance.
Move to a SoFi personal loan. Earn $10 just for viewing your rate and feel what it's like to get your money right.
Severson, shoots. Oh, what a hit. Oh, save. Are you kidding me?
He scores! What a goal!
Western Carolina squib kick down the field. Out to the 28-yard line. 26 seconds left. Daquan Patton, 3-yard reception. 11 play, 48-yard drive. Keydets turnover, a fumble, set up that scoring drive. In the second half, and Western Carolina outgaining the Keydets 335 to 113. And most of that probably coming in the fourth quarter.
Yep. And it looks like 621 total yards for Western Carolina, 397, 635, and 397 for VMI.
Up the middle, Shelton to midfield. Gives the Keydet fans some excitement as he rumbles to the 43-yard line. 18 seconds to go. Mark Shelton, redshirt freshman out of Stafford, Mountain View High School. Morgan hands off to Shelton again to the 40-yard line. And that will do it for the 2021 season as Western Carolina comes to Lexington and keeps its streak intact. Their 9th straight win at VMI. Their 3rd straight road win this year. The final score, 52-24. The Keydets could not overcome 4 turnovers after rallying from a 21-point deficit, Chip.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It was just, things just didn't run well today. And they had some trouble throwing the football, and give credit to Western Carolina. They played a fine game.
So that will do it from Foster Stadium. The Keydets denied an opportunity for an undefeated home season. But a terrific season nonetheless for VMI football as they finish at 6-5. Western Carolina closes out its campaign with 4 wins and 7 defeats. So for Chip Tarkington, I'm Wade Brenner saying so long from Lexington. The final score, Western Carolina 52, VMI 24. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streamed